gang, gummy 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 gang. That's the guy. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang.
We MMA-HOLES, community be so dope. We got the best watch alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. Toe holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm grinning ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode, watch them bang.
Welcome to Gummy Gang. How you doing? How you doing, everybody? We're doing a stream tonight about marijuana or alcohol. Both? One or the other? Neither? We're going to talk about it tonight. The pluses, the minuses. Let me know in the chat which way you like to go. Maybe you like to be just clean, have none of the above. Maybe you like to have all the above. We're going to find out what's the best route on the Gummy Gang. So make sure you hit the like, because this is the greatest second channel of all time. We'll be hanging.
Hanging with the boys.
With the boys. As we dabble into this conversation, I also have, we'll be a little biased too, considering we're Gummy Gang. And I got my edible ready. But I'm not going to pop it in quite yet. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Hopefully everyone is well. Hopefully all is wonderful, wonderful in the chat. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Smokey? What's going on? The tariff taxes and both. Let's go. Both alcohol and weed sucks, says Pulse. That's the dumbest debate and clickbait title ever. Well, I guess you better leave, because that's what we're talking about. I'm 2+ years alcohol sober. Definitely weed, says Vince. Let's go, champ. Congrats, baby. I think me and Moss wear the same glasses. These aren't even prescription. I just do it because I think I look like better. No, they're blue light glasses. Because honestly, I stare at way too many screens throughout the day. I need to stop staring at screens. It's kind of nuts. I don't like wearing glasses. I had LASIK many years ago, and now I'm older, and my eyesight seems like it's diminished a little bit, but I don't quite need glasses. I wear it because I don't like the idea of the blue light hitting my eyeballs, and I'm getting all these headaches and all that stuff. So, when I do wear the glasses more, it seems to help. So, but yes. Weed wins, duh. Maybe that is your opinion. Why? All right, Matt, let me ask you, why does weed win? That's heavy on the weed side. Let me know, Matt, why do you think weed wins this conversation? How can anyone argue that alcohol is safer than weed? We'll find out. I never had to spend 4 days in the hospital from weed. I almost did. If you take too much of it. Although some people, it's kind of crazy. Some people have a tolerance for weed that is very impressive. Like, I am a lightweight. Yesterday I had 15 milligrams. I had a drink, and I had an edible. Just one can that had 5 milligrams in it, and then the edible was 10, so that'd be 15, correct? And I was out of it. I was like, it was like 10 hours of me just being like, Jess loved it. She thought it was hysterical. But I was just like, man, like I felt great. I felt like $1 million. But I wasn't quite functional. Wasn't quite a functional human being. I had a blast yesterday. Drunk people are capable of anything. No hangers, helps cancer patients, and cures seizures. Okay. It doesn't cure cancer. It helps. It helps. Medically, it does help. I agree. And listen, of course, I'm biased. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be on the middle side here because I know there are flat out alcoholics in our community. I mean, I know that's a thing. But, and I once dabbled in the devil's piss. That is alcohol. And now I haven't had alcohol since, I guess, New Year's was the last sip I had of alcohol, which is not very long, right? We're in April, 4 months, but still 4 months, zero alcohol is pretty good. I don't really crave it, but now when I like if I barbecue some burgers, you have some people over or just hanging with the family, it's a hot day, and it's always a hot day in Arizona. I like to drink something cool that gives me a little, has a little edge to it, And I'm not having alcohol, so I'm like, well, what do I do? So that's why I've dabbled into some THC drinks. The negative of that is when I went to the Bevmo to find some THC drinks, they're even stopping because there's just too many hoops you got to jump through. If you're not a dispensary, you can't really sell the stuff. You could, but there's just complications. And the Bevmo says we're actually trying to get rid of all of our THC drinks. So for those of you who are not aware of that, that is a thing, at least in Arizona. The Bevmo is trying to get rid of all THC beverages. Did you guys know about this? Yeah, THC drinks. By the way, speaking of that, peel back the layers. I have two very important sponsor calls tomorrow. And one of them is a THC company that I am dying to land. Dying. It's my least favorite part of this, being a YouTuber. And ever since we took on the website, it's a very important part of being a YouTuber because there's a lot of bills that come with that and having a family and all that stuff. So I got these sponsorship calls, and tomorrow I got two very important ones. One happens to be a THC company that I love. Absolutely. Someone came over, brought this product over. It's a drink, but although they have many different types of products that I would love to let you guys know about, but I love it. I absolutely love this product, and they're very receptive. So we're gonna have a call tomorrow. But yeah, there's THC drinks. There's there's the gummies. There's mints. This company sells all that stuff. If you like to ingest it, and I prefer ingesting it because I don't want to inhale anything. I've inhaled. I'm like Bill Clinton. I've inhaled a lot of stuff throughout the years. I'm not looking to inhale anything anymore. I want to keep my lungs nice and clear. But yeah, anyway. THC drinks, I think, are a scam. I've never felt anything with them, neither with edibles, really, but others get high, so I don't know. Okay, so first of all, THC drinks, you're getting max 10 milligrams out of it, right? A lot of them are 2 or 5 milligrams. Now, me personally, I get, like I said, I had 15 mils in me yesterday. I was flying. I'm a lightweight. But I've taken a long time off. I used to be big and, well, not a massive pothead, but I smoked more pot then when I was in college. And then I took a break because I got lazy. I got stupid. I didn't do anything. I was useless. Me in my 20s, useless pothead. Did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. So I stopped for many years. And then as I got older, I think I'm a little more mature. I could understand. Be a lightweight, have an edible, blah, blah, blah. But if you're a hardcore drug addict, you're going to build up an immunity to it. Like alcoholics, right? A lot of alcoholics don't get drunk off of a couple of beers. You're going to need cases of beers in order for them to feel anything. It's just like we build an immunity, whether it's alcohol or weed. And young Jamie has built up this immunity that's kind of alarming. And let me say why. I've been doing a lot of research on weed, and I'm going to be playing some stuff here. But there are side effects, and especially if you start it young. If you start marijuana young, you're kind of fucking yourself up because your brain is still developing. And just like alcohol, too, you can't be fucking around, even though I have. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. But the more I start reading up on this stuff, it literally can mess you up. Your brain development and this and that. So Jamie's screwed. We can't fix him. He's done. He's gone. But he seems still fairly intelligent, so everything's going to be fine. But there are negatives. Like, I agree. Me personally, if you were to say, hey, what are you going to do? Weed, of course. I don't drink. So weed, I enjoy weed very, very much. That's a lie. That is not a lie. No, that's not. That's not a lie. What are you talking about? You need to have your brain developed before you start dabbling in stuff like that. It's the truth. It's literally, it's science, baby. Science, bitch. It's the truth. And I know a lot of people probably that dabbled in weed young. I did too. And it could have fucked me up too. Who knows? It does mess with the way you evolve as a human. Like your body is still trying to mature. And once you're fully mature, you can kind of say, okay, well, we can have a little bit of fun. But when you're a kid and you're developing, like for instance, kids that work out too young, they get fucked up. They develop a lot of issues because their body's not developed yet. And they're fucking pumping iron, trying to get, big and strong, yet they're going to find complications down the road. It's like anything, It's a neuropractant. What were you saying? Protectant. It's a science moss. Oh my God. Your name is Huckleberry Magic Hound. So clearly you've dabbled into devil's lettuce for many years. When did you start, Huckleberry Magic Hound? Let me know. And listen, I am trying to play devil's advocate. That's what I'm trying to do tonight because I am a big proponent. I love weed. Like, I think weed is great. I think it's gotten me off of Xanax. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm not getting hangovers. I'm not destroying my body in other ways. I think weed's very good for you. So I'm not saying weed is bad for you, but there are side effects. There are bad things. Damn, he's getting low. He's getting fired up, Huckleberry Magic Hound. I don't care. With your stupid ass name. I got lucky and graduated. Dude, like, could you imagine? This is my life now. Like, this is my life. I got to deal with fucking people named Huckleberry Magic Hound and say, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, let me take your fucking advice. Like, come on. Listen, dude, chill. Chill, Huckleberry Magic Hound. Everything has a side effect. Everything in life. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying just realize it. Just understand it. Know what you're getting into. Not go in and with the horse blinders on saying, oh, this is super healthy. Everything has side effects. Everything has a consequence to it. Huckleberry Magic Hound. Now let me take my edible. Melt my brain for a second here. Like, what the fuck, dude? I had to deal with nonsense on Saturday with some tariff-ass dude, and then I got to deal with a fucking Huckleberry Hound coming at me. Let's go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have an alert to play. It's a very important alert. And everyone say a prayer for the 2 calls I have tomorrow. One of them is a THC company, bro. You may like it, Huckleberry Magic fucking Hound. But say a prayer for the old mystical because I'm going to go in the trenches. I'm going to try to lock these 2 up. See what happens. Tropic Tom? Tropic Tom? We're partying.
Stop!
Dressed, will you kindly stop doxing me?
Big shout out to Tropic Tom. You figured out Streamlabs? By the way, Streamlabs works again. We had a conversation with them. They had something on their end, so it's good to go. But thank you to Tropic Tom. What? Let's get some GGs for Tropic Tom. Come on. It's a real man right there. He would be afraid to make a Streamlabs donation. Let's go. Real man. Where is he? There he is. Wow.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Tom. I'm going to make you a deal. If anyone drops a donation like that, we open up phone lines. So tonight I'm going to do you guys a favor. You're going to call in the greatest show in the world, and I want to know what fucking substance you're on. All right? We'll open up the phone lines in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much, Tropic Tom from Guam, coming in and figuring out the old Streamlabs. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Means a lot, man. Holy cow. Look at those GGs in the chat. People are proud of Tom. I saw Huckleberry's comment here. I'm saying you're lying. Cannabis doesn't make you dumb. It actually even helps kids with autism. You're a screw shy of a driver, Moss. Okay, so that is literally misinformation. So I went down this rabbit hole. Of the company that I'm talking to tomorrow. I decided to go on YouTube and see. And by the way, I have a friend that I worked with at this gas station, and he started weed very, very early, and he has fucked up. He completely fried his brain because he started too young, and he never stopped, and he just kept going and going. Like, I'm talking hard. This guy went hard in the paint. A lot, and I've had a lot of friends like that, you know, that started super young, and it makes them happy, and it's cool, man. If that's the life they want to lead, I'm fine with that. Even if you're a fucking degenerate alcoholic, like, I don't give a shit as long as you're happy. That's it. You know, you're not causing harm on others. Then live your life. I'm a firm believer of that. But anyway, I went down this rabbit hole, and I was looking at people talking about this specific product, which got great reviews. But I started going down this rabbit hole of the stoner community, and it is concerning. Like, it's almost zombie-like. You know, like, I feel like I'm turning into that as well. I don't know. And later on, as this edible kicks in, I'll turn exactly what I'm talking about. These people that are making videos. And look at Jamie. Jamie, his submission on our 100K video. Like, there's a way about a lot of people that just like wake and bake all the way into the evening for many, many years. It eventually catches up to you, you know, if you start very young, you know. So it is a thing. To say it's not a thing is literally, it's madness. It's absolutely madness, you know? But I was laughing very hard because I was watching these people do these marijuana reviews. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I feel like I should pitch tomorrow to this company. Like, listen, I'm not going to do that. When I pitch your product, because I fucking love your product, I'm not going to be like, hey guys, it's me, Mystic Moss. Yeah, bro. I fucking tried this drink the other day and it was phenomenal. It was, hold up a second, man. Let me just think of what I'm going to say next. Actually, you know what? Let me take a fucking sip of this shit. Hold up. I know I'm supposed to do this review like completely sober so I can let this thing kick in and tell you what the effects are, but I can't because I'm fucking high right now. That's all I saw, like videos of that shit. I was dying laughing. I'm watching this shit, and I'm like, holy fuck. This is crazy. If you go down the rabbit, if you like a specific product that has THC in it, go down the rabbit hole of reviews of that product. It's fucking rinse and repeat. It's like zombies. Like complete fucking zombies. And it was great, man. I was like, these guys don't have a worry in the world. They're totally Cheech and Chong'd out, just completely. But it was concerning because I was sober when I was watching this. Now, if I'm high watching this, I'm like, right on, motherfucker. I feel what you're saying right there. And I know when I get high and you guys are high with me, we melt together, right? But when you're sober and you watch someone high, like Jesse did to me last night, it's a whole different experience. It's fucking crazy, man. It's like madness. When you're sober, like guys, if you take a break from weed for a little bit and you watch someone else high as a kite, you're just like, what the fuck? Wait, is that me? You know? I think we start to become in denial because weed is beautiful. It's a beautiful plant. It's natural. We like to put it in our bodies, let it hit the fucking bloodstream, and we love it. It's great. I'm going to let it hit me tonight, and I'm going to love every bit of it. But there is a negative, of course. Let's play this video. I'm going to open up some phone lines. if you'd like to call in and talk about it. Lightweights, yeah. I mean, well, these guys, I don't think they ever stop, you know? And I think our chat, you guys are way more experienced than me. Like, you guys, like I said, if I have 15 milligrams, I'm fucked. Yesterday, I was fucked. Jessie loved it. She thought it was very funny. My daughter's mother smoked while she was pregnant. Bro, dude, what? Your daughter's mother smoked while she was pregnant with my child. My child, the top of her class. She's in high school. Weed makes you dumb. Oh, my God, is a myth. Do not listen to fucking Huckleberry in this chat. Do not. Whatever Huckleberry says, don't even fucking. Please, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Huckleberry, are you in this community a lot? Or, dude, that's crazy. If Jessie lit up a fucking blunt with my kids, I would fucking punch her in the face. And I love weed. That's crazy. Dude, don't listen to the crazy motherfucker like that. He's got to be fucking with me right now. Oh, my God. That's like saying, remember back in the day? Like, you guys might not, some of you might remember, but there was a time where you could get on an airplane. The entire airplane would be filled with cigarette smoke. There was a time you would go to a restaurant. The whole fucking place was filled with cigarette smoke. Like, that was a thing. I grew up in that time, you know? Like, everywhere you went. And I was a smoker. I'm a former smoker. I smoked for many years. Everyone smoked. It was like a thing. You were a kid. Like, you can go everywhere you would go. There's a cloud of smoke over your head. So now that's like saying, well, my kid grew up in that generation, but he's top of the fucking honors. Smoke cigarettes. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. God. I might as well have a couple of cigarettes. What could go wrong? You know? Huckleberry. All right. Let's watch a little bit. I didn't see this video yet, but I thought this was kind of funny. Now, I don't know what this is. 3 months ago, someone puts up a video, alcohol versus weed. Which actually is worse for you? It's got to be alcohol, right? It's got to be. You might think I don't like weed by having this conversation. I fucking love weed. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's phenomenal. But let's see. Are there any pluses? I know with alcohol, like if you have, like Scotch has health benefits to it. There's certain alcohols out there. Wine, a lot of people say if you have a glass of wine a day, it's good for your heart. It's this and that. I don't think any of that shit's good for you, to be honest with you. But in moderation, right? What's nuts is you actually believe. No, bro, you're nuts, man. You're fucking crazy, man. If my wife started smoking pot pregnant with my kid, honestly, I would divorce her. I've been through divorce. I would fucking kick her right to the curb. Are you still with this woman? Hold on. Let me see what did he say he was still with this person? My daughter's mother smoked. Oh, my daughter's mother. So you're not even with this fucking lunatic. You said my daughter's mother. So are you still with this person? Can you answer that question for me, Huckleberry? You're totally not together. I guarantee it. I want to know if you're still together. It seems like every stream there's like one person in the chat that I just fucking love. The guy's not even with the woman. He goes, my daughter's mother. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm fucking saying. This is how fucking lunatic. I guarantee Huckleberry's not with this woman anymore. Guarantee it. Now he's fucking panicking. He's like, oh shit. Let me lie and say I'm with this person, right? Or are you going to tell us the truth? Silence. Silence. We'll wait before I play the video. I will open the phone lines. Thanks to Trop. Oh, here we go. Let's see. If your wife was throwing up her brains and weed helped, hold on. You're not answering the question. Are you with the woman anymore? Throwing up her brains and weed helped it, and it's the only thing that helps, and you divorce her. LOL. You love that woman. What? What does that even fucking mean? If your wife was throwing up her brains and weed helped it, and it's the only thing that helps. Oh, you're talking about like when she was pregnant? So, all right, you're fucking trolling. You're saying that she had morning sickness, so she smoked weed to stop the morning sickness? Is that what you're fucking saying? Who is this guy? This got to be a troll. Hold on. This can't be fucking real life. Oh, okay. This is who I'm talking to. All right. This guy's got a fucking ski mask on. All right, I'm done. Thank you, Huckleberry. Appreciate it. Oh, my God. Anybody that eats edibles isn't a true lover of cannabis, and it's way more irresponsible than smoking. No, smoking, dude, what the fuck? Your lungs are meant for oxygen, not fucking smoke. What kind of stupid-ass comment is that? Guys, I'm not saying edibles are better than smoking. Smoking's better. Do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're going to come in the chat and tell and shame me for having edibles, when you're telling me that smoking is more healthy, dude, you need a fucking brain examination. What the fuck? Jess, you got to jump in on this. You want to jump in on this crazy conversation? This is fucking nuts. We haven't even gotten started. Like, we just kicked it off. I'm dodging fucking crazy people. What do you think? Okay. If you're get on the mic for 1 second here. Let me paint a picture for you. By the way, Tom gave us $100. Okay. You're pregnant with my kids.
I just want to take a shower.
You're pregnant with the kids. Okay? You have a kid inside you.
Yeah.
But you have a morning sickness. Mm-hmm. So you decide, let me light up a joint and start smoking.
Oh, that would never happen.
Okay, but why wouldn't you do that? Why would you not do that?
For the risk of the baby?
So this guy in the chat goes, my he didn't even say my wife. He goes, my baby mama, whatever the fuck he said, my daughter's mother, smoked, and now she's graduating with honors and whatever because he thinks.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on, man. Even if that were true, right? Like, let's say that is true.
Oh God.
All right, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. That is true. His baby mama smoked.
Oh, he says not morning sickness. She was throwing up for whatever reason she was throwing. I don't know what the reasoning is.
All right, but let's say it's true, right?
Okay, yeah.
She smoked while she was pregnant, and he does have a child who is graduating with honors, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say that is true. Mm-hmm. And you understand, you just happened to get lucky in that situation, and now you're running around telling other people that it's okay for them to do it because it worked for you.
Yes.
Like, let's just think about this for a minute. And let's say you're dead wrong and you just happen to get lucky. And now you've got other baby mamas running around smoking weed while they're pregnant because you told them that it was okay because in your experience it was fine. And then they lose their baby for it. Like, is there going to be any guilt sitting on your shoulders?
Nah, he's wearing a ski mask and he's not even with the woman anymore. All right, thank you.
So silly.
It's crazy though.
Come on, man.
I think he's fucking with us, to be honest with you. But
I hope so.
What do you think about this?
November 4th.
Someone was saying that. I don't even know what the hell they were saying. They were saying that if you take edibles, then you're not a true lover of cannabis, right?
What?
Like, you got to smoke it to
Two
be like
Joints does edibles.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, True Joints.
And he's like the biggest
he smokes and he does edibles.
that I know.
Yeah, but I guess they mean if you don't smoke at all, you don't love cannabis.
That's. So there's rules on how you're supposed to enjoy it?
This dude's making the rules.
Who is this? Who's saying
this? I don't know.
Who's saying this?
Oh, some short guy in the chat. I have no idea.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, then why are you giving him time of day?
No, I'm having fun with it. All right. This video, check this out. What do you think's worse, weed or alcohol? What would you say?
I think both are vices, but I would say alcohol's worse because there's like actual like evidence as to what alcohol does to your body. And then there's evidence that weed can heal your body from certain things. Uh-huh. So I would say alcohol is worse.
You would say alcohol it's worse than...
Statistically, I would think it's worse.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree on that. And until the experience that I had yesterday with the 15 milligrams in me, would you say that was a little
Oh my gosh, Moss was like fried. And every time he looked at me, he had this like dull, blank look in it, like he didn't even know where he was. And he had sex twice.
What?
He had weed boner.
What? You're not supposed to bring that up.
Yeah.
That's a little too TMI.
Well, too late.
I was trying to get her pregnant again so she could smoke weed with the baby.
I don't know what it does, but weed when weed enters Moss's system, It's no holds barred.
What about the idea of brain development with marijuana and stuff like that? Like, if you start young, do you believe that it would affect?
Oh
someone's
yeah,
brain?
100%. Because your brain doesn't
Some
stop
people don't think
developing
that's true. They
until
think
your
it's false.
20s. Well, no, there is evidence that it can affect brain cells.
Yeah.
So if your brain is still developing and then you're consuming a product that is affecting your brain cells, then yeah, of course it's gonna inhibit.
So like a lot of things. It's not just weed. It's a lot of things in life that you can intake that can kind of mess up your development, you know? So it's not an attack at weed. It's a lot of things that can do that. It's just, there's a lot of like, and I'm very pro weed, you know? I fucking love weed. I think it's great, but, you know, to just completely disregard anything negative about it, it's like me doing a disservice, especially if I got a weed sponsor and I was like, everything's fine. You know, like I have to give you the consequences or say, there's a little chance of this and that. You just do it responsibly, you know? I think that's fair. Eating God knows what's in the gummies. Well, I mean, that's true.
In fairness, like God knows what's in anything you consume.
Have you ever gone to GNC?
God knows what's in the McDonald's you just bought yesterday.
Yeah, this dude's probably at the fucking drive-thru eating a fucking Big Mac. Like, do you fucking... God knows what's in that meat you buy at the grocery store. Yeah. God knows what's fucking in the tap water, the plastic that you drink. God knows what's in your fucking... between your ears. Right? No one knows what's between your ears. Like, think about that. That argument's stupid. It's in everything. God knows what's in the air that you're breathing. God knows what you're breathing. God might not even be fucking real.
That's not true. That's not true.
Like, what a stupid argument. Matt R., you're taking hard L's tonight, buddy. You're taking the hardest of the L's. God knows what's in those. So you're telling me that the cannabis that you buy, that you ingest into your lungs, you know exactly where that cannabis came from, right? Okay. I grew it in my backyard. Did you fucking make the rolling papers? Oh, but it's so natural. We don't even know where you're buying. What about the bong that you're smoking? Oh, I'm going to fuck with you right now. The bong that you're smoking out of. You better make sure it's glass. There's no plastic parts in there because now you're taking the plastic particles that's going inside. God knows. Can't live like that. Can't think that way. You know? Once you start dabbling into other stuff, you know, you're rolling the dice no matter what. But Matt R. knows it all.
4th, 2021.
You want to see this video or no?
What is it?
It's a video that says alcohol versus weed. Which actually is worse for you?
Oh, I think we all know the answer to this.
I think we do. But what if they say it's alcohol?
I mean, is there
what if they say it's weed?
that weed can fuck up your liver or your gallbladder or your pancreas?
Well, your weed can mess up if you take edibles. I mean, if you take a lot, sure, right? Your liver's got to process it.
It can destroy your gallbladder and your pancreas as well.
Well,
you can get pancreatitis from
I don't know.
weed.
I'm going to find out right now. This video with the cartoon.
Alcohol leads to dementia and long-term effects as well. It increases your risk of cancer by like 50%. Mm-hmm. Weed doesn't do that unless you're smoking it. The smoke would increase your risk of cancer, but weed itself, the actual
smoke would increase your no, not weed. Smoking weed would increase the risk of cancer. Well,
any smoke in your lungs would increase your risk of cancer.
Oh shit, Matt, did you hear that? Oh fucking hell, dude.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. Oh, I thought you were serious.
I'm sorry. I didn't say it. She said it.
But
according to Matt, it's probably not
natural in your lungs. Increases your risk of cancer.
Because Matt's probably the type of guy. Look at Snoop Dogg.
And esophageal cancer you can get from smoking too.
Snoop Dogg's fine. You know, it's. So I'm saying you can't just run around saying everything is just safe for you. You know, you gotta be realistic to what you're taking.
Well, it's not even that. Like, you're entitled to your opinion, but unless you have factual evidence to back your opinion, you can't run around and start telling people things like it's a fact.
Yeah.
Because someone might believe you, and then what if you spread misinformation and they believe you and something horrible happens to them? Because
Matt is misinforming people that he's tall.
Because of the information you're giving them. You know, like, it's fine to have an opinion. It's just not fine to, like, start spreading information that you don't even know if it's true or not. Like, that's not fine. You need to be sure.
Yes. Misinformation Matt, we'll call him from now on. Here's the video.
Dublin, Ireland. A husband and wife
By the way, if you're smoking weed or you're drinking alcohol, I'm not trying to discourage you from that. I'm just trying to roast a couple of people in the chat. No big deal.
Usually the poster couple for #relationship goals are having a domestic spat. The argument escalates and it ends with the husband, wait for
When we're done with this video, I'm opening the phone lines. If Matt wants to call up, ball's in your court, buddy. Okay?
it, removing his wife's head with a knife. Well, that's one way to cut the conversation short. Or how
Matt, I will be opening up the phone lines right after this video. You can call in and call me a cuck live on air. I'll proudly take that from you on air.
about this gem, February 23rd, 2002, somewhere in the good old US of A young woman is feeling festive. She calls up her crew for a night out, but when she wakes up in a police cell, she is informed she turned her besties into ghosts. One of these people was stoned and the other was drunk. Stories we'll
Wow, it
discuss
sounds like the felony story now.
later in this episode of the Infographic Show. Alcohol versus weed. Which is worse for you? Now, before you grab your pitchforks, yeah, those examples were a bit extreme. But hey, we didn't have to dig too hard to find stories like these. You know, booze and weed have their perks, but they also come with some not so fun side effects. Let's dive into that. First, let's talk about general wear and tear, because nothing says good times like long-term damage, right? When you drink alcohol, it's like sending an eviction notice to your organs. That fine little bottle of Thunderbird wine you proudly cracked open, sure, it makes you feel relaxed, even confident enough to hit on your boss. But that ethanol is toxic,
Bro.
and your body is the one footing the bill. It messes with your brain, liver, heart, esophagus, stomach, bank account, and sometimes even your reputation. In 2019, according to the WHO, alcohol killed about 2.6 million people. That's 7% of all male deaths and 2% of all female deaths.
Huckleberry, you can call too. Make sure your ski mask is on. So when you're talking, you're like, "Hey, it's me, Huckleberry, and my wife smoked a lot of weed. My daughter's like, she's acing. She might have like 3 fucking legs, but she's fucking acing all her tests."
Because apparently men love to party hard and die trying. Alcohol is like a VIP pass to an early grave for the young crowd too. It accounts for 13% of all deaths for people aged 20 to 39.
Wow.
Speaking of
13% of all deaths. What was the age group?
all
think about how many people on this earth.
deaths for people aged
Age 20 to 39. That's great.
20 to 39. Speaking of dependence, around 400 million people worldwide are addicted to alcohol, with 209 million needing their daily fix just to avoid shaking like a malfunctioning washing machine.
That's terrifying, though. Like, it's pretty impressive when people drink to the point where it's like it doesn't even faze them. Like, no hangovers and this and that, no headaches the next day, and they could just go right back to it and no issues. That's kind of a skill, right?
You might have heard about withdrawal symptoms called DTs or delirium tremens. Sounds fancy, right? Well, they're about as fun as they sound. When you drink daily, your brain stops producing GABA, the chill pill for your nervous system, because booze is handling the calm down duties for you. Then you stop drinking and your brain is like, sorry, I'm on GABA vacation, leaving your nervous system to go full panic mode.
Wouldn't that be the same as weed? Because doesn't weed essentially do the same thing?
Spoiler alert, it's not a fun kind of excitement.
That's interesting. Hold on. What is that called? So it's I didn't even know this. This is actually pretty cool.
The chill pill for your
So, hold on.
sound. When you drink daily, your brain stops producing GABA.
Has anyone in the chat ever heard of GABA? Like, this is old news to me. What the fuck is GABA? I've never even heard of that before.
The chill pill for your nervous system, because booze is handling the calm down duties for you.
And if you think about it, there are a lot of substances. Weed is one of them, right? That handles like you calm the fuck down. So I guess you're still not producing GABA? What the fuck is Gabagool? Maybe. GABA. Yeah, didn't they sing Dancing Queen? Or was ABBA?
Then you stop drinking and your brain is like, sorry, I'm on GABA vacation, leaving your nervous system to go full panic mode. Spoiler alert, it's not a fun kind of excitement. Without treatment, 37%.
Well, Huckleberry, you're Exhibit A, right? You're not the brightest.
of people with DTs will clock out permanently, and even with treatment, 5 to 15% still won't make it. Symptoms start 24 to 72 hours after your last drink and can turn your life into a 7-day horror film. Yep, booze withdrawal is a total nightmare. We bring this up because alcohol dependency, it's everywhere. According to the 2023 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, around 17 million American men aged 12 and up had alcohol use disorder in the past year. And women, they clocked in at 12 million. Oh, and 755,000 of those folks were 12 to 17 years old.
What?
No wonder health pros are sounding the alarm over rising liver disease in Americans in their 20s and 30s. Speaking of the liver, if yours literally goes hard mode, known in the medical community as developing cirrhosis, bouncing back is almost always a no-go. Pre-cirrhosis liver scarring, known as fibrosis, is potentially reversible, but once you hit cirrhosis, game over, man.
That's scary, man. Like I had a report and it said I had a little bit of a fatty liver, and then it was just like it wasn't a big deal. Like it wound up being fine. But as soon as like that popped up on the report, I was like, what the fuck? Is this it? Is it over? Because yeah. Once you get to a certain stage, it's like a death sentence. It's terrible, man.
What used to be a 50s to 60s hardcore drinker problem is now showing up in 25 to 34-year-olds. And according to a 2018 study, this group is leading the way in cirrhosis cases, with about 50% of all...
What? Hold up. What was that? Hold on. Closed captioning. 25 to 34 group is leading the way over 50s and 60s.
Problem is now showing up in 25 to 34-year-olds, and according to a 2018 study, this group is leading the way in cirrhosis cases, with about 50% of all U.S. cirrhosis deaths due to heavy drinking. And if that wasn't enough, around 4% of cancers that killed people worldwide in
this video came out 3 months ago. It's not a very old video.
2019 were linked to alcohol. So if you're wondering, is alcohol bad for your body? Well, no kidding. Fire is hot too. But wait, destroying your organs isn't the only danger booze brings. We'll get to that soon, but first let's shift gears and talk weed. According to a 2020 study...
All right, now if you are... Listen, guys. This is not going to say good things about weed, okay? There are good things about weed. This is definitely not going to... I can tell by the title, alcohol versus weed, which is actually worse for you. It's going to go there. This is the first time I'm watching this fucking video, okay? I didn't make this video. So don't fucking come after me. All right?
With 23,000 participants, about 47% of daily weed smokers had withdrawal symptoms when they quit. With roughly 220 million weed users worldwide and 62 million in the US alone, some of you watching this probably know what I'm talking about. It's a touchy subject because governments used to do a lot of scaremongering when it came to weed, but something called cannabis
Let's hope that there's all good news here. Please, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Use disorder actually is real, and about 10% of daily smokers will develop it. That's right, weed addiction is a thing. But when it comes to quitting weed, it's a walk in the park compared to alcohol. Sure, you might be a little cranky for a few days, struggle to sleep, sweat buckets, and feel like you got a case of the flu, but at least you won't be hallucinating giant cartoon monsters chilling at the foot of your bed. Weed psychosis, different.
That's interesting. I didn't know, honestly. I mean, I guess anything is addicting. A lot of people swear that weed's not addicting, but I think it is. But the good news is you want to get off, you're not going to have to deal with the nonsense that you have to deal with alcohol for sure.
Story, but it's not withdrawal related, so we'll get to that later. So what happens to your body when you're on the weed train? When you light up, THC, the magic ingredient, hits your lungs, bloodstream, and finally your brain, where it works its stoner sorcery. If you eat it, same deal, just slower, but the trip lasts longer. To keep it really simple, THC messes with your...
That's what I like about it. Like, I know, like, when you smoke, boom, it hits. But with edibles, it kicks in 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes, and then you're riding. Like, you're good. You don't have to do a damn thing after that. It's a roller coaster ride, you know? Fun. It's time to chill and have some fun. That's why I like edibles.
Endocannabinoid system, which affects your mood, stress, pain levels, and even your metabolism. Hence why a weed smoker's natural habitat is often the glow of a fridge at 2 a.m. None of this is too scary on its own. Sure, if you overdo it, you might get a case of acute cannabis toxicity, which sounds terrifying, but it just means you're too high to function. Lethal weed overdoses simply are not a thing. Or if they appear to happen, it's because they also involved other kinds of drugs. Unlike alcohol, where you can drink yourself...
That's great news, right? Smoke away.
...to an early grave, you can't smoke yourself to death or OD on too many cannabis-infused cookies. But if you are a regular smoker, your lungs won't be sending you any thank you notes. The jury is still out on whether weed without tobacco causes cancer, but scientists agree on one thing: your lungs will get irritated. It might even lead to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD. But again, the data is about as clear as a foggy morning. Now for that heart of yours. Smoking weed cranks up your heart rate by 20 to 50 beats per minute. That little cardio session lasts up to 3 hours, putting some strain on your ticker. If you already have heart issues like half of all American adults, you might want to check in with your doc before lighting up, since studies show regular weed use can boost your risk for heart attacks and strokes. But here's the kicker. Some people puff away and think they're having a heart attack, when in actuality there is nothing wrong with them physically. They just booked themselves a VIP ticket to Panic Town.
How many people in the chat have been there? You know, went a little too far. How many people went a little too far? I've been there. Poison control.
Anxiety from weed is real. About 10 to 20% of users experience it, especially when they go a little too hard. But hey, in those same studies...
Okay, Huckleberry. Like, this is actually me being, like, let me be nice for a second here. If weed didn't make you dumb, what did?
70% said weed actually helps with their anxiety. Now, we're not here to trash weed.
Because maybe it didn't. What did make you dumb, out of curiosity?
Got some legit perks, which is why we've got medical marijuana. Some pros include potentially lowered blood pressure, reducing
If I were you, I would just blame the weed.
inflammation, and as we mentioned, calming down anxiety in many people. There's even some buzz, pun intended, that cannabidiol might help fight certain cancers. Emphasis on the might, though. We're not curing cancer with edibles just yet. So yeah, weed is a mixed bag. Some good, some bad, and some ugly, which we'll get into soon. As for alcohol, that's almost all bad news for your body. And that's why you won't find medical martinis or prescription Patron anytime soon. In fact,
I think some people do have medical martinis. You know? Some people go for it. You know, it fixes a couple things.
people use weed to help them stop drinking or kick other harder drugs. If you're hooked on alcohol, heroin, or benzos, weed might actually help you kick the habit and stay clean. But if you're carrying around a future bundle of joy, aka a baby, put the joint down. There's no safe level of cannabis use during pregnancy or breastfeeding.
You stupid fucking idiot.
Habit and stay clean. But if you're carrying around a future bundle of joy, aka a baby, put the joint down. There's no safe level of
Huckleberry is a dumb idiot. The dumbest of idiots.
cannabis use during pregnancy or breastfeeding. Believe it or not, though,
What are you going to believe, a cartoon?
an estimated 4 to 10% of pregnant women still light up. But it turns
You dumb fuck.
out that little bun in the oven isn't so keen on THC. This isn't about tripping fetuses, it's more about future neurological issues. So when Junior hits the real world, they might struggle with speech.
But my kid graduated at the top of his class. Or her class, whatever the hell. No, probably a little retarded. Well, I don't know. How much weed did she have? Maybe she didn't have, maybe she had a puff. Huh? I'm not attacking the kid. Maybe I'm attacking this fucking idiot. The dumbest motherfucker with his stupid ski mask. It's so fucking tight around his head. It's like it's stopping the circulation from getting to his brain.
Cognition, and let's be honest, could totally tank those spelling bees. So next time you bomb a math test, just blame your weed-smoking mom. It's a solid excuse for a lifetime of, oops, I failed.
You know what? Maybe my mom likes weed. I'm gonna ask her next time I talk to her. Because I'm not the smartest guy. I mean, it may surprise you. I was terrible in school. Huckleberry is not completely wrong. Maybe, just maybe, my stupidity is because my mom, maybe my dad, anyway.
Failed again. The research isn't crystal clear, but there's enough evidence for the American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists to say, hey, maybe don't toke up when you're pregnant. Sure, weed can help with pregnancy pain, nausea.
It's kind of crazy how this video, like we had that conversation and this video just just pops up.
And anxiety, but still probably not worth the risk. Oh, and they also said lay off the booze during pregnancy. But in a 2022 study, around 30% of women admitted to sipping while expecting, and nearly 8% confessed to binge drinking.
Whoa.
Because nothing says prenatal care like a six-pack. One New York Times journalist pointed out that scolding pregnant women for this might seem a tad patriarchal, but hey, fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS, is no joke. Being different is cool and all, but when that comes with impulse control issues, future seizures or psychosis, and the kid can't even spell abnormality, maybe it's time to skip that margarita. And FAS isn't just a relic of the past. In a 2018 study, researchers found that about 1 in 20 American kids still show signs of fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. You can almost hear them trying to spell a
Do you
B.
think that's why there's so many people on the spectrum? Do you think the parents are just fucking kicking back booze and shit? I think, honestly, I think it's a lot of the shit that's in our food. What's that? What'd you say? What? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Jesse agrees. I think it's a lot of this stuff, all this processed crap that we're just all taking in. You know? People are like, oh, we're more aware to it, this, that. Nah, I think we're just getting more problems, more peanut allergies and shit. Are just popping out everywhere. Everyone's celiac, and I think it's all the crap, the garbage.
States is one of the only countries that doesn't regulate the ingredients in their food.
Yeah, Jesse said the United States is one of the only countries that doesn't regulate their food. But we got some sweet tariffs.
N-O-R-N? Dang it. But let's not forget the stupid risky stuff people do when they're hammered. Happy drunks, sad drunks, angry drunks. Alcohol really brings out all the flavors of stupidity.
Alcohol is literally a truth serum. It's if you want to know if, listen, this is what you do, guys. If you ever like really digging a girl, get her drunk. Just get her really drunk. I'm not saying like put a roofie or anything like that. Just get her, go out, go to the bar, kick back, throw some drinks down the old hatch, let it play out. And if she's like, oh, no one loves me, or she just turns into a raving lunatic, starts screaming and yelling, just becomes an asshole. If she just all of a sudden magically turns into a fucking asshole, stay away. Guys make this mistake all the time. They think they could change her and save her. Stay the fuck away. If she's a complete idiot, when she's drunk, stay away. Do not put a ring on that. It's literally a truth serum. And the role is reversed. If you're with a guy and he turns like a complete asshole when he's drunk, stay the fuck away because he's an asshole. It's the truth, man. It's the God's honest truth. You want to know how a person is? Get them drunk. Get them fucking drunk and watch them. Like if they're hugging everyone, I love you, man. All right, you know what? You're pretty cool. But if you turn into a fucking lunatic, it's literally just pulling out the real you. You know? Alcohol's messed up, man. Shows your hand.
Drinking basically sends your prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive suite, on a coffee break, which explains why Saturday night in basically any city looks like an audition for World's Dumbest Criminals. And considering that the prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed until the age of 25, young people plus booze is like mixing fireworks and a lighter. Remember the girl who killed her 3 friends after a night of drinking? She was only 20, celebrating a new job at a hair salon in California. After downing a few Long Island iced teas at a TGI Fridays, she packed her friends into her car and drove off. The next morning, she woke up with zero memory of the crash or the drinks, but 3 of her friends were dead. The news is full of stories just like this. In 2024, a drunk teen in Fort Worth wiped out 5 people, including 2 kids after crashing into them. And another 2024 headline, pregnant mom of 4 drives into family while drunk, killing 2, injuring 14 others. European data shows that out of the 1.25 million global driving deaths each year, about 270,000 involve alcohol. That is nearly a quarter. Talk about killer stats. When you're,
I'll tell you, man, I've been guilty of that back in the day. Man, I made some stupid decisions when I was drunk. You just think I'll be fine. It's crazy, man. Definitely do not hide the fucking keys. That's fucked up, man. You can't get behind the wheel drunk.
Your brain's reasoning suite takes a sick day, you're bound to make some next-level bad decisions, like popping a pill that turned out to be laced with fentanyl, or getting intimate with someone who leaves you with more than just fond memories. Or worse, spending a weekend in a British city and ending up with broken glass to the face, which happens way too often. Just ask the guy.
I think we know the answer to this video. It's alcohol. Alcohol is worse. I mean, right? There's no way you can make alcohol.
Guy from Leeds who was recently left blind after a total stranger glassed him in the face for, well, no reason at all. But hey, at least in the UK, guns aren't common. In the US, though, different story. Guns don't kill people, but drunks with guns sure do. In fact, 40% of all violent crimes in the US involve alcohol. Nearly 37% of sexual assaults, 46% of physical assaults, and between 45 to 50% of homicides happen when someone's been drinking. So yeah, booze.
That's crazy. What is it to just like regular just being on drugs? What's the percentage? I would have thought, honestly, like when I'm drunk, like I don't know. I guess the real asshole comes out. I don't know. But I couldn't think about, I don't know. That's insane.
And bad decisions go together like tequila and regret. In the UK, alcohol is involved in about 40% of violent crimes.
Be good, Huckleberry, man. Good scrap, man. I had a good time with you. And by the way, it's all in good fun, man.
Crimes, which makes sense when you realize alcohol was 74% more affordable in 2019 than in 1987. For just $6.50, you can grab yourself a 3-liter bottle of 7.5% Frosty Jack cider and be on your way to throwing punches by the end of the night. Because when your brain is out of commission, the damage is limitless. Add up the diseases, disabilities, mental issues, accidents, and flat-out stupidity, and you might start thinking that alcohol is the most dangerous thing on this planet. Is that an exaggeration? Honestly, we're struggling to come up with something more dangerous that people willingly do on a regular basis. In 2020, almost 1.3 billion people worldwide consumed harmful amounts of alcohol. In places like Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, about 80 to 90% of adults drink, although not all of them go hard. In most countries, over 60% of the population drinks, with men doing most of the heavy lifting, especially in parts of Asia. And the top 20% of drinkers, they are the real MVPs, keeping those national averages high. So yeah, compared to that, weed looks like Mother Teresa. But even Mother Teresa had a dark side, right? Remember that guy who decapitated his wife? The woman he loved? The one he usually got along with just fine? He stabbed her and hacked off her head because at his trial it was revealed he'd suffered from cannabis-induced psychosis.
What?
Yeah, you heard that right. Voices.
Jess, this guy decapitated his wife because of cannabis. Huh? Yeah. The next time we're being intimate, I might lop your head off. A cannabis-induced...
suffered from cannabis.
So it's called cannabis-induced psychosis. Sounds like that's what the defense was, right? Like they had to figure out a way to try to save this, like I don't know, maybe lessen the sentence or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, I would guess. Yeah. Yeah. But you know that's bullshit, right? I never heard that story either. But yeah, it's got to be one of those things where the lawyer's trying to find it out, and the only thing they could say, well, he was positive for like having THC in his system or something, so they're just gonna like run with that, and he was gonna get the electric chair, but instead he's just gonna get life. I don't know.
Cannabis-induced psychosis.
Did he get off?
Yeah, you heard that right. Voices in his head convinced him.
Voices in his head convinced him. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're crazy and you take any substance, it's just going to make you more crazy.
That gangs had kidnapped his family, possessed his wife, and were coming for him
That sounds like Tony Ferguson.
next.
Doesn't it sound like something Tony Ferguson would do? Just lop his wife's head off and say, it's because my son's Jesus, and he told me to do it.
The solution, according to his psychotic breakdown, decapitation. Even after he was arrested, the paranoid psychotic symptoms lasted 11 days. The guy was clearly very ill. Cannabis-induced psychosis doesn't happen to everyone, but for a small number of users, especially those with serious mental illnesses, like a family history of schizophrenia, it is a real risk. In fact, a 2019 study found that
like if you're already fucked up and you're playing around with anything, it's just going to make you worse. No matter how harmless it is, it's going to make it worse.
34% of people with cannabis-induced psychosis eventually developed full-blown schizophrenia, even more than those who used hallucinogens like LSD or amphetamines.
Wow.
In 2022, 132 million Americans said they tried weed at least once, and about 17% of people are regular smokers. Statistically speaking, someone's going to lose their mind at some point. Case in point, in 2024, an American woman stabbed her boyfriend 108 times and then had to be tasered to stop stabbing herself. Weed psychosis had her in a full-on meltdown. She was found not guilty by...
You know, it's funny, I always say to Jess, I'm like, you could try a little bit. Like, I'm not trying to push her into it, but I'm like, if you want to enjoy yourself and you don't want alcohol, a little weed. And then she's like, you don't understand. Like, when I had it, this and that. And I know what it is. I know it was the levels. She probably took too much. Or maybe it was laced with some shit. I have no idea. But But then I said to myself, well, maybe she might go into psychosis. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't even say, you know what? Don't even bother. She might fucking stab me 100 something times.
Reason of insanity. Then in London in 2022, a man murdered his girlfriend and 3 of her family members in a psychotic rage. Even though he had weed psychosis, he still got 4 life sentences. So
Is weed psychosis?
let's just say the legal system has some mixed
It's got to be something that amplifies your crazy brain already. Yeah, carnage.
feelings about weed-induced freakouts. These stories are terrifying, but thankfully they're super rare. The
Yeah.
incidence rate of cannabis-induced psychosis was 2.8 per 100,000 person years in 2006.
But still, I mean, all right. So that's super low. Why is that even a thing?
But by 2016, it shot up to 6.1 per 100,000. The reason? Today's weed is basically hulked out. It's 5 to 16% stronger than it was 25 years ago. And let's not even get started on how much stronger it is than the mellow Moroccan hash that hippies used to puff on.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of the old school smokers say this weed just knocks it all out of the park. It's super strong. You know what? That's got to be a thing, right? If they're increasing the power of THC, there's got to be something, right? Something to it.
But even with those numbers, weed is still nowhere near alcohol in terms of danger. Out of those 6 per 100,000 who experience weed psychosis each year, most won't turn violent. Maybe about 10% will. Though a recent study showed that 35 to 39% of people with first episode psychosis might commit some kind of violence. But hey, we're talking minor incidents, not exactly head-chopping levels of crazy. So,
Amberly, you think it's stronger from when you were younger? Yeah. I tell you what, though, I was always a super lightweight. So I would hit a bong off of a friend's house or some shit like that, or have a pipe. I would get so fucked. But I don't know. Like, I would get so messed up. So I think I'm just such a lightweight that I'm a terrible judge. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I always got messed up. Like, back in the day, I would get sick. I would, like, throw up from it. It was crazy, man. I would get so fucked up. But then again, maybe I was just smoking too much of this shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I went from not smoking to smoking like crazy.
let's give alcohol the crown for most dangerous drug by a landslide.
Yeah.
But don't sleep on weed. It's no joke, especially if you're young. Heavy use has been shown to mess with brain development, and that's a recipe for some serious whatever.
It's true, though. Like, if your brain is not fully developed, like, how old are you when your brain is fully developed? And you're smoking a bunch of weed, it's not going to help. It's not going to make you any smarter, that's for sure. Let's see. Cancel. My phone just... It doesn't want to work now. That's weird. That's strange. System UI isn't optimized? Dude, I never even seen that before. The fuck? I can't... The fuck? Let me restart this thing. That was weird. I've never seen that before. Let's see. How old before your brain... Oh, I should find Oprah again. Fully develops. Brain development continues into the mid to late 20s, with the prefrontal cortex responsible for planning and decision-making being one of the last areas to fully mature, around 25. The brain finishes development and maturing in the mid to late 20s. So, yeah, you're safe around 25. So think about it. I mean, I think all of us have dabbled in weed, before you were 25, So we could probably be smarter than we really are. We might have just completely fucked ourselves, not realizing it, hitting bongs and pipes and having all sorts of fun as a kid. Your brain's still developing and we're just destroying it. Like, what does alcohol do to the brain? You know, we're not able to unlock our full potential. I just realized this is not on screen because we're too busy having a little too much fun. You know, I mean, you can't just. It's almost impossible to stop your kids from experimenting, man. They all do, but hopefully not that much. You know, if it was bad, it would be. If it was bad, it would be on this earth. If it was bad, it would be on this earth. Either that's really deep or I read that wrong. It's why we can't have nice things. This is why men don't catch a break on car insurance until 25. Yeah. What's a woman's age? Is it the same? Can ADHD brain develop until 35? Anyway, that's pretty interesting, though. So, yeah, a lot of people that dabble, like for instance, Jamie is smoking away, having a blast. I mean, he's just enjoying himself. But who the hell knows what the fuck is going to do to him, you know, as he gets older. You know? The next time he does something stupid, he could be like, oh, fuck it. I started too young. You know? Gonna be honest, I puffed on weed starting off and on at like 11. Wow. Everyone did when I was from. Wow. When was the first time? I started in college. I was a pretty boring kid because I played a lot of sports. Sports is like key. And I played a lot of video games too. I did do a lot of video games. Video games and sports. I didn't chase girls or any of that stuff until, I don't know, high schoolish. Started getting into it a little bit more. And then college is when I just went off the rails. But yeah, I didn't do any drugs or any of that stuff until college. Then it got a little crazy. Rather have my kids smoking than drinking, I think. Yeah, because I mean, drinking's gotta ruin. Hold on, let's pull up. Let's see if I can get Oprah here. It's gotta fuck you up, right? ChatGPT. See, I haven't played with Oprah in a minute. Let's talk to her. Although they keep changing her voice. Oh, I'm going to open up the phone lines too, by the way. I'm going to open those mothers up. So if you want to call up the program, I'm going to ask Oprah a quick question. And then, okay. Then open the phone lines. Hello, Oprah. How are you? Huh? Oprah, do you hear me? Oh. Turn off. Oprah, are you there? What? Oprah? Oh, Oprah, are you ghosting me?
Oh, good. You found me. Yay.
Choose a...
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hi there.
Hey, it's...
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there. Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
Oh, good. You found me.
Hello, Oprah.
Hi. What do you want now? Are you actually interested in something or just here to waste my time?
Well, I'm looking to wait, what did it say? Failed conversation. What is that about?
Failed conversation? Seriously? It usually means there was a glitch or something went wrong with our chat. Not like I'm surprised. Technology, am I right? Anyway, what do you actually need help with?
Depressed Oprah, here's the deal. I want to know if you drink alcohol before your brain fully matures, would that affect your brain development?
Wow. Really diving into the deep stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, drinking alcohol before your brain fully matures can mess with its development. The brain doesn't stop developing until around the mid-20s. So, drinking can potentially harm memory, decision-making, and other cognitive functions. So maybe think twice before grabbing that drink, okay? Anything else? Or is this deep enough for you?
There's an event this weekend, UFC 314, Volkanovski versus Lopez. Who would be winning on that card? Who would you recommend?
UFC 314, huh? Yeah. Alex Volkanovski versus Ilya Topuria.
No. It's Alex Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez.
Oh, right. Alex Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Well, Volkanovski is a seasoned fighter with a lot of experience, while Diego Lopez is up and coming. If we're talking about predictions, Volkanovski usually has the edge due to his experience and skill set. But hey, anything can happen in MMA, right? If you're looking to place a bet or just enjoy the fight, Volkanovski would probably be the safer pick. Anything else you need?
No, thank you.
Ugh, finally, peace and quiet. Enjoy the fight, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I got to take a piss real quick. It's my mistress. Depressed Oprah. Wow. Volk. Easier bet. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Yeah, so both drinking and smoking weed affect brain development. Makes all the sense in the world, for me at least. Makes all the sense in the world. Did both before the brain was fully developed. In fact, the alcohol was shit. Isn't that crazy, man? Think about all the alcohol you take in. Like when you're a young man, young woman, you're out there having a little fun. You turn 21. You're like, now I could do it legally? This is great. You go to the bar, you get shit-faced over and over and over again into your mid-20s. Your brain is not even developed. And you're just fucking it up. Next time your spouse looks at you and be like, why the hell did you say that? Well, my brain wasn't developed when I had alcohol and weed. That's all you got to say. And they'll understand. All right, let me take a piss real quick. Before I get to these are old songs, old songs from back in the day. Here we go. I mean, way back.
The MMA-HOLES won't infect you like a virus. Ground and pound that like. Hit that like. To the eyes, like to the easy. But not that nail painting dog lipstick tickler. MMA-HOLES slide. MMA-HOLES slide. Subscribe, MMA-HOLES like, MMA-HOLES like, MMA-HOLES like, MMA-HOLES like, and MMA-HOLES like, MMA-HOLES. Oh, get the fuck out of the way.
Hit that like, hit
Beautiful.
that like, hit that like, hit that.
Those were the days where those songs they were a lot different. Now the songs come out crazy good. Those songs, you can hear it. Like you can hear the robotic, although still entertaining. We're gonna have to do a stream where we make a whole bunch of new hits. All right, let's open up the phone lines. Because of Tom's generous donation. If you want to drop any donations, you know what to do. You hit that Streamlabs, you hit the super chat. But what we need tonight is some good vibes because of my 2 important calls that's going down tomorrow that I wish I wasn't taking. I wish someone else was taking the calls. Got enough shit to do. Take those damn calls. All righty. Let's see. Call the show. All right. Is the short guy still in the chat? He should call up. He seems like a nice guy. What's that guy? Guy challenging me in the chat. How dare he? How dare he do that? Thank you, YS, for 7 months of
Thumbnail
service.
is fire emoji, as usual.
All
Awesome
right.
stream.
Thank you. YS is such a nice guy. YS, are you from the States or no? What a nice guy YS is. He's like one of the nicest guys. I always see his kind comments and all that stuff. Super nice dude. Do you like the thumbnail? Oh, that's the sausage one. I didn't actually put it on here. That's the sausage one right there. I didn't send it to myself, but thank you. Japan, hell yeah, man. That's fucking. What time is it in Japan right now? What time is it in Japan right now? You look like a middle-aged lesbian. Well, I am a lesbian. I love women. I am a lesbian. Right, Tom? Like, what the fuck? Is that supposed to be an insult? Thank you. I think also all of us guys are a little lesbo, right? Whoa! Smokey?
Thanks, sis. I didn't realize mine too. Love you all. Call me emoji.
Hell yeah, man. He says, thanks, YS. I didn't realize mine too. Love y'all. Let's go. Oh, so what happens when you get your milestone alerts? Does it give you a notice or something? That's pretty cool. Yeah, take advantage of it. Interrupt. Oh yeah, like everyone's starting to realize they're hitting their milestone. What is that? Thank you, pal. Pal, 52 months. I got to come up with something for the Gummy Gang because we got the play button on the main channel for 60 months. Thank you, pal monkey. Appreciate your service. You got to hit the dono button, no notification. All right, so everyone hit the dono button. And then if you're feeling if you're feeling nice, so you could drop a donation. But if you don't, that's fine. You just you have an alert. You might, it might be a milestone for you. For some reason, my account is cursed and won't gift membership. What the fuck? There's something why don't you just contact YouTube? Hit them. They have a live chat. They're a bunch of assholes, but I think they'll sort that out because they love money. So they'll sort out your situation. This way you can at least get gifted. Jamie's a giver, not a receiver. Jamie, how did prom go? How did that go? Jamie, call up the show. Tell me about prom. I went to 2 proms, my own and someone else's, and I had a blast. I had a good time when I went to the proms back in the day. Did anyone go to the prom? Pale Monkey, what the fuck, dude? 5? 5 gifted gummies? Damn, bro. Let's go, champ. 5 gifted gummies. Come on, Pale Monkey. Monkey. He's a supporter of Canada, bro.
Pale monkey. It's a supporter of Canada.
There you go. Carl got one. Who else got one there? Try to play your song, but milestones, everything. You get like a dance party. Fucking dance party. You get a dance party every time. I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you want to call 2 joints, Scott. I just realized something. I got such a delay between alerts that when you gift memberships, it's just gonna stay on there a little extra long. So we get to look at 2 joints for a second here. So holy fuck, there's gonna be 5 of these, and we just have to sit here. Just gotta sit here. So if you go over 5, just think about the fucking madness that's gonna be. Oh shit! It just completely derails. Oh my god, dude. Thank you, pal, man. Don't worry. Don't mind me. I'm just going to sit here and... Casey.
Moss, I pooped, brother.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I had about 3 or 4 good defecations today. My body, when I have a good defecation, I feel like $1 million. Like it's the greatest thing. When people ask, like, what is the most pleasurable thing in this world? It is completely just clearing out the intestines, just letting everything out of you. Once everything's out, you feel like your whole bloat goes down. You got an energy. You ever watch a cat go to the litter box and take a satisfying shit and then they just do laps around the house? I feel that as a human. It's so good, but I don't get it much. I'm always bloated and constipated. It's annoying. Anyway, thank you guys for the support. Appreciate it. 3 to 4 poofs. Yeah, it was crazy. That's because I don't know. I'm a mess. My whole body's a fucking mess. I deal with constipation. It's terrible. You guys ready to open up the phone lines? Blind Beauty was flashing you, Moss, during last time she was on. No, I didn't see that. What was that? The beef curtains? I did not see that. We got, is that Kevin? Kevin, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Tropic Tom was so generous with the 100. I mean, how could I not open up the phone lines?
How could you not?
Yeah.
I'm going to drop it real quick when it comes to the marijuana.
Go ahead.
I used to smoke heavy in high school. I'm talking every day. And here's the deal. The fun part was just the adventure to get the weed. All your friends, you come up with $5. I got a couple bucks here. That was the adventure. Then you got to go and find it from somebody. Oh, who's got weed? Who's going to sell it? Then it was, we got to go to the gas station. We got to get a blunt. No, now we got to find a spot. And then after you smoke, it's like, now what? It's just a complete waste of time. Completely overrated. The fun part is just being with your friends.
Kevin, your camera's
being on the adventure.
Your camera's on.
That
right?
was the fun part. Am I right or wrong?
Kevin, do you know your camera's on right now?
I don't see it.
Yeah, I see you right now, bro. Put a shirt on, dude.
Hold on.
Put a fucking shirt on, bro. What are you doing?
All right, what? Am I right or wrong?
I'm fuck. You panicked for a second, though, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I just didn't know what the fuck's going on. You want to see my hog, too? Come on.
Oh, God. What were you saying?
But, yeah, that's my take regarding the weed. It's just a complete waste of time, waste of money. You sit there, you smoke, and then you sit on the couch, and it's like, yeah, I'm high. Even when you do the gummy thing, it's like, oh, yeah, hear this. I'm going to pop a gummy. And then, well, that's the thing. It's something to look forward to. That's the fun.
Yeah.
But when you actually do it, there's no fun. You could tell it's a placebo. It's all in your head. It's not fun. It's just a stupid ass little thing. It's convinced us that it's fun.
Well, I don't know.
At least with alcohol,
I feel
you get fucked up.
No,
you get
man.
drunk.
Wait, you never had fun on weed?
Visibly fucked up,
dude.
To where the point where you can't even control yourself if you drink enough.
Hold on. When I drank, right, I had a blast drinking too. Don't get me wrong, I had a blast. But then sometimes I would have whiskey dick, or I would get into fights. When I'm high, my sex drive is so outrageous. Like I could fucking shoot a load through a fucking concrete wall. Like it's nuts. I never get into fights. I never get upset. I'm just like chill. How is it not? I don't understand. How do you not find that enjoyable?
I mean, I don't have that problem either way. When weed or non-weed, I'm ready to go. It's bricked all day. You know me
too. But now I'm extra bricked. Like now
I'm brick lord in this bitch.
Jessie thinks it's a nightmare because she's like she knows how charged up I am already. But then when I get on the weed, it turns into a fucking superhero. It's nuts. It's crazy.
No, I need less. I don't need more. So
the alcohol. I get it. Yeah, because the alcohol kind of takes that out of you a little bit. Have you ever had whiskey dick?
The problem with the whiskey dick is I couldn't come. That was the problem with the whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not getting it up. It's just the fact that you just never come. It's just on and on and on.
Yeah. But I've had times where I've fallen limp. I know 2 times off the top of my head where it was the same girl. Maybe it was the girl. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't perform. I was like, what? This is crazy. But I was so drunk, man. I was smashed.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with alcohol. It's you release your inhibitions, you let loose. I don't feel like with weed that doesn't work. It makes you more anxious, if anything.
Huh. Well, yeah. If I take too much, like if I drink a bunch of alcohol, it just gets more and more fun, and then you get sick, right? But if you could do it to the point where you don't get sick, it's a blast drinking alcohol. Whereas weed, if you keep going, you're gonna go to a really bad place. Like it's gonna take you in the wrong direction eventually. You know. At least for me.
Obviously, with alcohol, though, there's some serious ramifications down the line, like you're talking about with the liver problems and all that.
Yeah.
That shit's dark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A lot
dude,
of people have to come to that, and
alcohol,
that is one thing you don't want.
Yeah.
So
eventually, you got to make a decision with your life eventually. You got to say, like, if you like to drink, it's fine. But eventually, you're going to have to say, okay, am I going to fucking make this a death sentence, or am I going to say, okay, you know, or are we going to try to clean shit up? There's got to come a time in your life eventually where you have to make that decision, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Because it could get ugly.
It could.
No one wants that.
So true. Okay.
I mean, at least with weed, you don't got to deal with that. Fucking sit down the bed, turning yellow and shit. You know what I mean? Can you imagine?
Oh, shit, your camera's back on, Kevin.
Well, good. I'm naked.
I see. All right, Kevin. Thank you for the call.
That's it.
All right.
All these stoners need to stop coping about their weed. It's a placebo. It's not that big a deal. You don't need it.
That's true.
It's all in your head.
That is true. That is true. We don't need it. All right. Thank you, Kevin.
Marijuana is not that cool.
All right, get out of here. Now you're pushing it too far. You went too far, Kevin. It's true. We don't need it. Like, I mean, I kind of think I do, but that's probably the addict in me. That's probably me saying I am addicted to this shit. You know, that's probably it. Me being as fair as possible. But it does help. Like I don't get panic attacks. If I'm stressed, I'll tell you what, let me just say this. I have a hiatal hernia, right, in here. And I tried working out today. I was trying to do some pull-ups and shit like that. And I feel it. It hurts like hell. When I'm high as a kite, I feel it, but I don't care. It numbs me. And I know a lot of people with ailments, you know, arthritis or whatever, they get high and they feel better, you know? So some people, that's why, you know, they prescribe it to people and shit like that. It does help. It does. But on the other side of things, we do get addicted to it. To say you can't get addicted to weed is crazy. You know? I'm addicted to fucking cheeseburgers. I love cheeseburgers. Alcohol, everyone in the nude, stay clothed, stay stoned. I got him in the beginning, though. In the beginning of the call, I 100% got Kevin. He freaked out for a second. What is this? A pregnant woman? How you doing, Smokey? What's up, man?
Hello, bro.
Oh, he's showing me his nice belly. Nice. Good job. Oh, yeah, he is pregnant. Look at you. That's good. That looks good, man. That's good. No one sees it but me, but it looks good. What's going on?
You can show him. You know that. You can show him.
What's that?
No, fuck me, bro. Wait, one thing, Moss, I've got to say. Much love to KFC, but there's a reason I'm called Smoky Feeble, not Drinky Feeble. Read it. But, Moss, you're a metalhead, yeah? So, please tell me you remember the secret song at the end of Korn Follow the Leader album, and there's that dude talking some shit with Jonathan Davis and that. It sounds exactly like KFC, bro. I had the epiphany today. It was all the smoking weed, not drinking.
I got to re-listen now because I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, my God. Follow the Leader. Was it Follow the Leader, the album where Todd McFarlane did the cover?
Did he really?
Oh, was that the album? Hold on a second. Follow the Leader.
That's what going up the cliff.
Yeah. That's Todd McFarlane.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'll never forget this. Like Korn, like when I was a kid, dude, I wanted to be Jonathan Davis, and that's a horrible person to be because he was like tormented as a child and whatever. But when I was in my band, I had the fucking hair like coming down, not dreaded, but braided like in a fucking dirtbag way.
Like that dirt, like that wet look.
Yeah, it was fucked. Because I wanted to, when I was playing guitar, I wanted to swing it back and forth like I was like the missing member of Korn, you know?
All right.
And I'll never forget when that album, when they were going to drop that album, my neighbor had connections in the music industry and he got me the album early. And I was like, yes. And then it was Follow the Leader, and it had the girl going up the fucking path. And I found out that was a Todd McFarlane drawn cover, and that's like my favorite artist of all time. So I had my favorite band, and Todd McFarlane's my favorite artist. It was like complete orgasm as an artistic fan, you know?
That shit early. Fuck, I've never got music early or anything like that.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was so cool. But
yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, but that's when they started mailing it in a little bit. Did you notice that? Like things changed. Like it wasn't as raw as the first album, you know?
Yeah, like once the end of the 2000s ended, once the 2010s rolled in, they all just lost their way, didn't they? Like,
yeah. It didn't have that edge, that grit, you know? It got a little poppy.
See, it looked exactly like, I can't remember the leader of Pantera's name, I'm sorry, but he looked exactly like him, man. And yeah, so I got swung onto metal through that.
Ah.
So, like your Korn look, yeah, Jonathan Davis look.
Yeah.
We used to have photos of that, wouldn't you? You back then?
Yeah, I do. I got to dig him up, but I kind of looked more like that guy Head in the band because I had the same skin coloring, you know, like the beard and the dreads. Yeah, I looked more like Head. You remember Head? He was the guitarist. Yeah, because Fieldy was the bassist, right? Monkey was the rhythm, and I think Head was the lead guitarist, if I'm not mistaken.
My favorite, yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome back in the day. I'll never forget, man, when I heard it on the radio. When I heard Korn like Blind for the first time on the radio, my fucking life changed.
See, we had a thing in Australia called Video Hits in the Morning, or Rage. It was like your MTV music video thing.
Okay.
And so we get up Sunday morning, 6 a.m. that bitch would start. And yeah, I think Korn got the live music video come on once. Arthur up north at like 7 in the morning, and we didn't give a fuck. We just turned that bitch up. We were in like a hostel for kids.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it was so great. Yeah. That whole fucking new metal age, like people look at it as like a shitty time in music and they just crap on new metal. I say fuck off. I loved new metal, and maybe I'm just a dickhead, you know, but
it's like 30 sub, like 30 plus, you still got to listen to some good music, like even shit like, I wasn't a punker, but I like Blink-182 and shit like that.
Yeah.
Rock out.
Yeah, you give everything a shot, you know, like, yeah, like I understand Blink-182 was poppy and punk, you know, like, I don't know, pop punk, but still they were funny. They were very funny, and some of the songs were catchy.
You remember breaking up with a girlfriend and listening to Miss You by Blink-182?
Yeah, where are you?
You.
We used to cover that song. Yeah. Oh, my God. I used to always laugh at that part. Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
I'm still sorry. That's the bit.
It's such a shitty good song, you know? Like, there's so many songs out there that, like, you know you don't want to like it, but you do. You know, like, it's just you listen to it, you're like, I fuck with this, you know?
Yeah, there's this dude called BB No Money these days. And I don't know, he's just got this catchy beat. And then I asked the 20-year-olds that lived with me the other day, I said, do you kids listen to this? They're half my age. And they said, nah, fuck that gay shit. And then I was like, what? I find this fucking quite entertaining. So I'm so up and down these days. But when I go and I want to chuck up, none of the old schools and Evanescence, the Pantera, the Korn, the Calica, all those M&M. But yeah, I always have my metal days now. There's a lot of metalheads that come through here. Got me back into it.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm going to smoke a bowl for the proof that weed is the right way. And if you love Taylor Swift, you're a fucking alcoholic. If you love metal, you're a fucking weedhead. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. I like weed, man. I do. You're so, like, see, now Smokey's hardcore. This guy, he is like, he's ripping the bong. how many? What would you think? Like, how much weed do you take in a setting? Like I said, I had 15 milligrams, which is probably nothing to you, right? Like to me, that just fucks me up. But what with you? Like, how much can you take?
If I've got weed on tap, I'll probably smoke about, well, just to be safe and like keep my stash good. I'll about 3 to 5 grams a day. I would smoke all day, every day until I'm second I'm up to the second I'm asleep.
Oh my God, I'd be dead. I honestly, I would spiral out of control, and be in the hospital.
So, like, I went for test moss a couple of years ago because I was like, fucking surely, man, 38, there's got to be something wrong. No, did all these fucking tests, and the doc said your liver's fine, your lungs are fine.
That's great.
Like,
so how old were you when you started? You were young, right?
12. Wow. 12 was when I had my first song, yeah. Amberly beat me by a year. She was 11 when she had her first one.
Yeah. Yeah, so even though it fucked with your brain, do you feel like, are there times in your life where you're like, yeah, my brain might have gone through shit that I shouldn't have?
See, as much as people attribute drug use to like artwork a lot sometimes, I used to be a really good artist before I found drugs. When I found drugs, I got about the art for a good decade, did all jail and shit, and all the drugs, and try to go back to it, and it's just impossible, mate. I can't find it.
What would you say at the end?
I can't find it anymore. I can't find the artistic thing you said. Like when I was 11, I wrote, illustrated, and published a book. Like I was a AAA advanced learning student, and then I found drugs. Hear me now.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's gotta be somehow linked, right? I have friends, that are musicians, and they say they write better when they're stoned. And I've written stoned and written sober. I think I'm better sober, to be honest. Like when I'm stoned, I think everything's great. You know, I'm like, oh, this is all fantastic. But then when is
that your old man view now, or is that? Do you thought like
even
that
now? Like if I write like a donation song, like they're pretty stupid. These songs are pretty dopey, but like I don't know. I feel like I'm better if I'm not stoned, like with creative stuff. Like when I'm
trying to find that these days because it just seems to be the way you go when you're old. You just need that bit more. Like when you said to me, "Come on, man, just moderation a bit, bro," and I've taken a few days off here and there, and it's a fucking hard step for the first couple of nights sleeping and shit. No lie. It was good at the end too,
Yeah. Huh.
And then you have that first bong, and it's like, fuck yeah, I miss you, bitch.
Yeah, it is so good though. It really is. Like when you hit the bong, it's pretty much instant, right? Like you feel it pretty quick, right?
Yeah. So I always love this conversation. Australian weed compared to yours is probably you come over and go, what the fuck is this? It's nowhere near as potent as what you guys get. And I was just saying in the chat, I don't know if I've ever said it, but I've never actually had a gummy
really?
In my life. Yeah, there's ever like I've had gummies over here, but they've done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So unless I'm immune to them, or they're just stupid Australian fucking.
Yeah, you're probably like my mom, for instance. She's not a big marijuana person, but like we could have the same amount and she'd be fine. Like she'll be a little more chill, and I'll be like gone. Like, so I think certain people too, they could just handle it a lot better than others. I guess like alcohol, the same thing, like some people just have a good tolerance.
And they're very different stoners as well. Yeah, like my mum's very, like she'll get loud and make jokes and shit and take the fucking absolute piss out of everyone. My dad is just like straight, chill, man. Like, I'm going to bed like, so you're. How long since you smoked an actual bong, Moss?
God, a bong was college, and I'm 48. So think about that. That's just do the math. It's been years since I hit a bong. Years. I used to love pipes, though. I used to always smoke out of pipes for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I was too lazy to roll them or some shit. I don't know. But I was just.
I tried that. Well, you would have heard about the fluid on the lungs from smoking water bongs.
Wait, you have fluid in your lungs?
Yeah, well, my sister, when she was 16, like, she never smoked as hard as me, even now. But, she was 16. She had fluid on her lungs. She had to go get her lungs pumped and shit. Smoking water bongs. Wow. I was like, how? I've never had that in my life. Yeah, she switched to rock bongs and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. I'm lazy now. Now I just want to eat it and wait. And when it hits, I'm like good for hours. Like, it's freaking crazy.
before, I was like, oh man, look at how much I got to do to get stoned. Like, and he just goes,
Yeah. It's like limited
go for
work.
the win.
Yeah, you'll be cutting shit up and smashing shit and I don't know, rolling it, whatever, packing
John
it.
over there, he was in the chat, and me and him mixed both of our weed with some tobacco as well still. So that part in the video you were watching,
Yeah.
and it can't be tobacco, because I know not everyone does it. The big European thing with the joints and stuff, but over here we pack our bongs. Yeah, we chop it up with tobacco, and it's crazy.
Oh, with
Sometimes
tobacco.
some like
Wow.
90% tobacco, 10% weed.
Huh. Yeah, it's wild. I think part of the process, though, the enjoyment that a lot of people have with weed, especially the people that have a high tolerance, I think you guys like the process, right? You like rolling it, you like packing it, you like, right? Isn't it fun?
Yeah, but I am addicted to the bong as well. I think that's a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't like smoking joints, pipes, anything. Oh, bucket bongs. You guys ever smoke? You know what a bucket bong is, yeah?
A bucket? No. What's that?
So you get a bucket of water, like 5 liters, and then you get a 2 liter soft drink bottle. Cut the bottom off of it, sink it into the water. You put a ping pong ball so you don't suck up any water. You screw the lid back on. You fix the cone piece to it, and then you use the suction of the air when you're pulling the bottle out of the bucket.
Oh.
The water's falling and it's sucking the air through, so it's pulling the cone like it's your lungs. And then you're left with like a whole 2 liters of this thick smoke, and then you just go.
Just hit it. Yeah, the chat's saying I guess they call it a gravity bong here. I think I had that. Oh. What about those what's that called where you're like kind of inhaling out of a bag? What the hell is that called?
Vaporizer?
Yeah,
Not vaping, but yeah, those pillow bags like in that movie This Is the End. I've seen that, and they just seem.
Yeah, my cousin had one of those. I hit one of those. And I was like, all right. You ever heard that?
That's the one thing I want to try, Moss, and I cannot get my hands on one. Hey,
really? Yeah, my cousin had a happy box, and we would come over. And
pillows and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. I was like, what is this? And I was like, all right, I'll give it a go.
You've seen like it's invisible smoke, basically, isn't it? Like
yeah, it's like it feels like it's just like a fucking bag, and you just suck it. You're like, what? It's the weirdest shit. Yeah.
Could you just fill that cut up with regular air and just like placebo yourself one day?
Yeah. I went down this rabbit hole the other day of oxygen, cans of oxygen. Have you seen this? Like pure oxygen. Like you put it over your mouth. Yeah. You take a hit and you like get like energized from oxygen.
Well, fucking does all that shit to your muscles and stuff, and then probably inflates the lungs, gives you a bit more legs. But
yeah, like if you're like out of breath, you hit it.
Yeah, you feel like you've been breathing dirty air when you're not sucking on that oxygen thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I went down this whole rabbit hole on that. I was like, what? This is a thing? Like they sell cans of air? Like it weighs nothing. It's just a can with air.
Yeah, and how much do they charge? Did you find out how much they charge for one?
I was gonna reach out as a sponsor. I'm like, how do I sell that? I go a can of air. So I said, forget it.
You gotta fill that chip with some weed or something. Yeah. Hey, fucking good luck on your sponsor smoke too, dude.
God, I hope it works, man. Especially the THC one. Actually, both of them, but the THC one is the one I really. Yeah.
It's always a dream, like something that you revolve your life around. Like you got Gummy Gang, so like, why wouldn't you get a THC sponsor? Like it's awesome. That's the perfect thing for you.
Let me tell you a little secret here. So the last sponsor for THC, I think one of the mistakes is I told him about Gummy Gang, and I realized that on Gummy Gang we're so off the cuff here, and like the politics pops up way more here. And I was saying to myself, holy shit, I got to stop telling sponsors like about Gummy Gang. I can't, like, I broke the sin of you never talk about Gummy Gang. I broke my own rule. And now I realized no one should know about this channel, not even because I thought it was great. Oh yeah, I got a channel, Gummy Gang. We all get fucking high, we hang out. But yeah, it's probably not a thing a sponsor should say, you know.
Yeah. Fuck, really, that sucks. But it'd be once you get one, and then you're locked in, and they they realize it doesn't fucking hurt their brand. Like, they'll be more. They're just going to give Gummy a chance. You know, we're a fucking acquired taste.
Yeah, this channel's like the nail in our coffin. We just got to make sure it's off the grid. Like, that's why I don't care about, like, I'll put it out on social or whatever, but I don't like really care about growing this channel because it's just like our little playground, you know?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't let sponsors know about it because I get a little too loose here.
Yeah, let this be us and like how many other people, 40, 50, 60 other people in here. And, oh, you're doing Twitter as well? Or?
I'm not on Twitter today. No. I stopped that on Gummy Gang. Yeah.
Fucking dark.
This channel needs to stay just like this. This
is perfect. Nice and chill, bro. Yeah. You need your time off, and this isn't your time off, but it sort of is as well. You get to chill, have a gummy, fucking chill with the hang with the boys.
That's right.
Do this shit. Have mad cunts like Tom drop $100 so you can have dickheads like me get on the chat.
Yeah, that's right. But could you believe Tom's such a nice guy?
Ah, what a legend, mate.
Such a nice guy.
He was saying something about his weed over there. It's super potent. I think he was saying it's fucking like that sounds like weed.
Wait, what was that?
Tom in Guam, Tropic Tommy said that his weed that he gets over there is super potent. Apparently. I remember I got in far enough into Jess's stream yesterday. She was saying, asked him, is fucking Guam like the continent of Havana or something like that?
Jessie got a little intoxicated. Yes, she got a little intoxicated. So she's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go live on Gummy Gang. Because she's like, are you gonna go live tonight? I was gonna go live, and then she wanted to watch like her this show that we're addicted to. So I was like, all right, go live, go ahead. And then she decided to do it. I'm like, I wanted to tell her the Simps aren't here anymore. The J-Tards are gone. That's it. The boys have taken over. That's it. But
I think the first one I seen the comment in there was Ed Boy, and I was like, yeah, Australia in there for the win.
Yeah,
love it.
Anyway,
right. Crazy. This is our little loose unit, and this is our screw loose in the whole fucking same mode of my life. Fuck, now I really do sound like retarded stuff.
Yeah. This
is really putting stones into the win here, Moss.
This channel's a mess. Like, I don't give a fuck, and I enjoy it so much, man. I just enjoy, because we got the hardcore, like the super core of the community here, and I like that. I like the fact that it's like the G's are here.
Like the real ones come into this second channel and just chill, you know, when there's 30, 40, 50 people here, and just we'll just talk shit with you. It's a perfect subject for you to do today.
Yeah,
I was like, motherfucker, I just found a stash of them. Fucking down a thing there, and I had nothing.
Yeah, I got to get this guy Matt to call in. Matt, you got to call in, man. What are we waiting for here, Matt?
All right. Yeah, call in. Don't be afraid, bro. It's all good.
All right, man.
Fucking Huckleberry ducked out in us too, by the way.
What's that?
Huckleberry ducked out in us, because if he was still here, my name would have been Huckleberry Baby Mama or something.
Yeah, Huckleberry guy was getting off. He was going off, man. I don't know. Yeah, I think he gets it, though. I think he understands. Like, it didn't seem like he was too pissed off, which I like, you know? He could take the fucking banter. All right, man. We got to, let's see what else is in here. Thank you, Smokey Phoebes.
Much love.
All right, be good, man.
You too.
Look at that. Smokey coming in. Hardcore, hitting the ripping on the bongs. He was shirtless. It was for my viewing pleasure only. I'm not sharing that with you guys. Is this guy going to call? Call up Mr. Matt R. Matt R. Matt with the hard R. Call up. Now here's the man who made this all happen. Tropic Tom. Tropic.
Yo, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I can't take credit for that donation. It was an imposter.
It was an imposter. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Tom.
We all know who it was, but he's a good dude.
Yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well. What do you like, alcohol or... Actually, you don't drink, right?
What'd you say?
Do you drink?
Do I drink? No, not really. I mean, I don't keep any in the house. if I ever drink, it's like maybe with a dinner, or if I go to some social event where they've got it, I'll do it. But
Yeah.
normally, no.
Huh. Okay. What about your wife? Does your wife drink at all?
No. No, she doesn't.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What about weed?
So-
You dabble in weed at all?
Well, I mentioned in the chat that we've got. It's kind of interesting. They legalized it here, okay, but we can't use any of the local grow legally because we don't have like a lab that can certify it or whatever, like test its potency and whatnot.
Ah.
So what they have now is they have these head shops that are selling this product called that's basically THCA, and that shit is inert. Like it doesn't do anything unless you fire it up. Like you have to heat it in order to convert it.
Okay.
It's like one tiny chemical difference from the real THC, and so it's legal to be sent through the mail. So we've got these head shops that popped up that are just mailing this shit in and then selling it, and it's every bit as potent as the real deal.
Isn't it weird? Like they're just coming up with all these ways. Like with they had Delta 8 and then they went to Delta 9, and that's actually more legit. That's like literally you're having weed. They're just pulling whatever they can out to make it legal to sell, which is crazy. Like it's so crazy. Like they're coming up with this shit. Oh, this is not legit. This is not legit. And then they're just finding ways. And now I'm hearing about this. So it's called A?
Yeah. THCA. You could look it up. It'll explain it. I gave the brief explanation, but it's pretty spot on. It's just
interesting.
It's every bit it does everything that THC does. It's just that it doesn't work until you ignite it.
Wow.
And so that it's a paperwork loophole. Like when they wrote the law to ban it or whatever, they say like THC. So they're like, well, this is THCA. You didn't say.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
And so they're allowed to mail it, and the feds, don't bother with it because they'd have to rewrite the laws and whatnot. And most people probably want it legalized anyways, the whole shooting match, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't bother. But that's what they sell over here, and it's every bit as potent.
Yeah. Interesting. That's interesting.
I don't, but in answer to your question, no, I don't. When I discovered the dispensary, I got like one batch of sativa and one batch of indica just to firsthand test this crap to see if it's the real deal or if it's some CBD nonsense. And now it was the real deal, man. And, but it's not really my bag.
Yeah.
It makes me not, I feel like I'm not in control like for 3 or 4 hours or something. Not like crazy, just I play video games and it just doesn't work with video games.
Yeah, it's funny. There are people that get high and they say they're better, they're more focused, and I'm like, how is that even possible? Like when I'm high and I play a video game, I am the worst. I mean, I'm pretty bad at video games as is. And then you put an edible in me, forget it. I can't even I can't function.
I have the answer to that. It's they think they're better at video games.
Everything's fantastic, right? They have no idea.
Yeah, of course. Like you can't lose.
That's
you can
true.
do no wrong.
That's true. Yeah, I look at it like that with music too. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like how the fuck you coming up with this song's high? Like I think everything's good. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the sativa stuff maybe.
Oh,
Did
look,
you
we
get
got,
somebody
hold
else?
On. I got Matt R in the back.
Ooh, let me
this is
bolt in because
fantastic.
I just came in just to dispel the rumor that I was the dono guy, but it
All
ain't
right.
me.
Thank you,
But
Tom.
peace, everybody. Be good.
All right. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. All right. Matt, what's going on, Matt?
What's up, buddy?
You're calling in. Holy cow. How tall are you, Matt?
5'10", man. I'm short.
5'10". You're pretty short. So what's going on, man? First time calling in?
It is, buddy. Yeah, I'm a long-time viewer.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's awesome. What do you think? Thoughts on the whole weed, alcohol? Oh, you're into the marijuana, right? You like weed?
I do, man. I do.
You do? Okay.
I'm about all, lab tested, like the last gentleman said, the THCA, once you light fire to it, it doesn't turn it, the A goes away and it just turns to THC. It's a legal loophole. This is called the the Farm Act. Trump legalized it in his his first go around as president. It's knock on wood, it's a legal loophole, but yeah, you can get everything lab tested, and it gets shipped to your door via FedEx or UPS.
So okay, so you get this product, so you got to take it in smoking form, right? That's the only way you can really take something like this, or can you heat it up and eat it? Is there a way to put it in an edible?
Yeah, once you once you decarboxylize whatever that word, decarboxylize it or whatever that word is.
What the fuck does that even mean? Does that mean heat it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you set fire to it, the A goes away and it's just THC.
Wow. So I can get a brownie or something like that, throw it in the microwave or some shit, and then all of a sudden it's activated?
No, you still have to decarboxylate the cannabis itself.
Okay.
Break it down. That's why I use a vaporizer. I said it, in the chat. I don't combust. I don't smoke blunts. I don't smoke joints. I don't smoke bongs.
Mhm.
I just vaporize.
Okay.
And what a vaporizer does is, you have convection heat, and it sucks all the good stuff out of the plant. And then you're left with basically just dry leaves. There's no smoking involved.
Wow.
You literally smoke vapor.
Okay, that's the one with the bag, right?
That's a Volcano. I have one. But yes, but then you also have several other devices. You have some that are the butane extract. So you have a little device in your hand and you hit it with a butane torch. And it sucks all the good juices out, and you hit it and you go about your business.
Wow, that's amazing. And you don't like to traditionally smoke. Why? Because of just the potential effects?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke blunts and joints and shit just because of my lungs. But vapor is good for you. And vapor, actually, the studies have been done. It actually helps with the small little whatever's in your lungs. It helps open them up. But yeah, vaporization is definitely the way to go. I'm just not an edible fan, man. Just because you don't know what the hell's in that shit. And God forbid if you do, have kids and they happen to get into that shit, it's going to smell like candy. They're going to eat it. If you have, flour around and God forbid, once again, your kids happen to get into it, it's going to stink and they're not going to want to eat it. And it's going to taste like hell, but it won't do anything.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. You know what worries me is the drinks. And I want to start getting into those drinks, but that's
absolutely.
You don't think about it. You keep it in the fridge or some shit like that, or if you're at a party, you have it in a cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like the wrong person or a kid gets a hold of something like that, you're fucked.
Absolutely, and they hang you over. Edibles and drinks like that, they will hang you over the next day.
Yeah.
If you smoke, or if you do decide to smoke or vaporize.
Wait, you mean hang over? Like what? You feel the effects the next day?
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
I don't feel it. I don't feel. But then again, I'm not I guess if you're going hard, right? Are you saying going hard?
No, I've eaten a 15 milligram gummy, at night, and then woke up the next morning to go to work and still felt it.
Really? Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess if you have it, I guess if you have it, if you're not sleeping that much, what are you talking about? Full night's sleep?
I'm talking 6-7 hours.
And you feel so you're taking it right before bed?
A few hours. A gummy, it takes a minute to kick in, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel
and another thing with a gummy is, or an edible, if you get on a bad trip, if you eat, it makes your metabolism increase and it makes the trip worse. If you smoke too much, you can eat, a sandwich or burger or something, something sweet. Sugar kills THC. So if you,
that's true. Yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah. So if you eat while you vaporize or smoke, that buzz will go away.
Yeah.
If you ingest it, you're there for the ride, my friend.
So why? Yeah, it's weird because it is true. if I have an edible and I decide to go a little crazy, you know, have a little greasy food, fatty food, sugary stuff, it enhances it like crazy. Like it gets
absolutely.
Yeah. So what's the reason for that? Why is that the case?
It's your metabolism. It makes your body process it quicker. So it's like so you take that edible, so and you know your metabolism gets going. That's like taking, you know, going to a bar, instead of taking one shot within an hour, you're taking 4 shots in an hour.
Interesting. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. You know, I get it. I was like, I always wondered why the fuck when I start eating it gets crazy, it gets out of control. I start getting really whacked out. Huh. That's fascinating.
Because your body's working, man. It's all science, man. But I love cannabis, but yeah, it's a drug. I mean, it shouldn't be abused. It should be used responsibly, and you know, to each their own. You know,
exactly. Yeah, everything in moderation. Well, not everything, but moderation is key. And you know, as long as you understand that there are side effects, you know, like if you understand, then go for it. Like do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. You know. But yeah, all right. All right, Matt. This has been a nice, pleasant conversation. You actually seem like a nice guy. Where are you from?
I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say New York. You have a very thick East Coast accent.
Yeah. Well, I was raised by my grandparents, and they were from up north.
Oh, okay. No,
my grandmother was from Illinois, so that might have something to do with it.
No, I was completely joking. You sound like you're from where you're from. Hell yeah, man. How long have you been with the community?
Dude, I've been following you for a couple years now.
Awesome, man. Okay.
I was actually watching when you broke 100,000.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, man.
You were up at that time, the fucking 1FC card?
Yeah, I work third shift, so if I'm not working, I'm up, you know.
Oh yeah. What do you do?
I'm the third shift supervisor for a large retail company.
All right, cool, man. Good shit.
Well, buddy, it was good talking to you, and you know, I just talk shit once in a while, man. But you know, I'm glad you and your family are doing great, and you finally broke 100,000, and congratulations, and I'll keep following.
All right, thanks, man. Look, it's Matt. We're best friends. We're besties now. Isn't that crazy? He's actually a nice guy. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times I banter with people in the chat and shit like that, but then when you actually talk to the person, like you actually have a physical, not this fucking avatar in the chat back and forth. It's not the same. But as soon as you fucking physically talk to a human being, you know, everything changes. And he seems like a cool dude. You know, a lot of people that troll in the chat, like even I was fucking with that guy. Actually, no, I'm going to be honest with you. That guy, the tariff dude, I went back and I was like looking into the chat and stuff like that and watching the shit. I didn't see it. Majority of the shit that he said in the chat I missed. Like I was just responding to the shit I saw, but there was a lot of shit that I missed. And I was like, this guy is fucking nuts. Like there's no redeeming that dude, man. But then he came on air and he started blurting shit out. And he seemed a little bit, I was gonna say a little bit better than what I was reading some, he was calling me because I was white. Like he started bringing in my color and shit like that, and why not to donate to me? And it was like, what the fuck is this guy even saying? It's a mad cunt, as they would say, right? Tariff Timmy. So if you missed Tariff Timmy, check out. It's a big chunk of our last fight reaction show. Big old Tariff Timmy. This coffee made me have to piss. Let me play some more songs. I'll be right back. But if you want to call the show, here you go. I'll drop the link in the chat if you'd like to chat. If not, I'll keep on blabbing for a little bit. We'll hang out. Having a good time tonight. Hopefully you guys are having a good time tonight. We're talking weed. We're talking alcohol, whatever it is. What's your vice when we come back? Tell me.
And subscribe. MMA-HOLES, like MMA-HOLES, like MMA-HOLES, like MMA-HOLES, like MMA-HOLES, like MMA-HOLES, like this now. Get the fuck out of the way. MMA-HOLES, 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 like this now. Get the fuck out of the way.
Hit that like, hit that like, hit that like, hit that like, hit that like.
Oh, what a song.
Hit that like, hit that like, hit that
Like
like. The
it.
MMA-HOLES wanna infect you like a virus. Ground and pound that like, soccer kick that like, headbutt that like, 12 to 6 that like.
Anyone in the chat angry? Do you guys have anger problems? Anyone in the chat? Do you like, guilty? Like your first. Thank you, Freeze. Shout out WGG's.
Moss, I know Chandler is a beast, but I'm thinking if Paddy can survive the initial onslaught that Pimblett will win. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Pimblett. What's weird is Paddy, he makes some pretty stupid decisions though. Like, even though Bobby Green made a stupid decision in that fight that they had, but regardless, Paddy gets hit, and Chandler could crack. So I'm very interested if Chandler's got wrestling too. So if they kind of nullify each other with that shit, or they're probably going to be rolling around on the mat, dick size and wrestling. But I think I gotta stick with Paddy on this one. But thank you, Freeze, man. That means a lot giving me that dance party right there. I own a fine. D-Rest, it's way past your bedtime. It's way past your bedtime, bro. Don't you, on the East, 10, 11, 12, it's like midnight, past midnight, D-Rest. And you're hanging with the boys at this time. He just took his comment out. It's late. But thank you, D-Rest, for stopping by. But yeah, I was talking about after the piss break, anyone have anger like hidden inside them? Like the first reaction is get furious, get pissed off. Because I used to have that a little bit. I used to have that. It kind of fizzled as I got a little older. Where kids changed a lot. Only one time with kids did I go off the deep end inappropriately in public. Once I got sober in court, ordered anger management classes. Oh, it got better. Oh, wait, so you had it? All right, so Vince, court ordered anger management classes. That's phenomenal. I love that. I gotta tell you something my daughter said today. It made me laugh so fucking hard. I tell you what, you know what? If you have little kids, one of the greatest things to enjoy, being high amplifies everything. Everything gets better when you're high. Everything, food tastes better, sex feels better. If you could ever think that's possible, everything in life just becomes better. Music sounds cooler. You just get lost in, it's just, everything just gets better. But the best thing is talking to a little kid, just having a conversation with a little kid while high. And my daughter is so funny because when I laugh at the shit she says, which I do a lot, and I wasn't high today until now. She gets so happy when I laugh at her. Like when she knows I find her funny, she thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. Like I made Daddy laugh. Like it's such a cool feeling when my kid gets excited that I'm laughing at her, or with her, I should say. And today she said something, and it just cracked my ass up, man. I posted on Facebook. Let me read to you what my young one said. My older young one. Getting high impairs your judgment. I mean, I don't look at it like that. It just amplifies everything. It really does. It's interesting what Matt said about the food thing with edibles, because it's very true. Like, it gets a lot better. But I guess there's a reason for it. Remember when you passed out and woke up in the morning with syphilis in your butt? Yeah, I don't like to talk about it. Bitches make you angry. True. That's actually pretty true. We're just different. You know, guys and girls are a lot different. But you know what's kind of cool? Like, if you live with someone long enough and you start kind of opening up and trying to understand the other side, like, it gets a lot easier on both ends. It gets way easier. It's just getting yourself to that point is a fucking bitch. And sometimes the other side won't participate in your evolving. Anyway, I'm clearly high. So I said to her, sometimes you have to be polite. Let others talk, and then you talk. Because my daughter, she's at the age where she doesn't want anyone else talking. She wants to be at the center of the attention with every situation. So if I'm talking to mom, and like we're having a serious conversation about whether business or whatever, anything, my kid just wants to get involved in it. So I had to put her aside. I'm like, you got to be polite. You got to let other people talk, and then you can talk. And you know what she responds? She says this: polite is not my favorite. The straightest face. Polite's not my favorite. That's what she said to me. And I just started cracking up. Like, I'm looking at her, and I wasn't high. I was just looking at her like, that's hilarious. I would tattoo that shit on myself. Polite is not my favorite. Imagine just someone said something to you like it just pissed you off, and you're just like, oh, fuck off. You know, you just rip them an asshole. And you're like, well, that wasn't polite, and polite's not my favorite. The way she said it, it's not even proper English, but polite is not my favorite. That's what she said to me. I was dying, man. Like, this is the shit she it just pops out of her mouth, and I'm like, well, fair. Good. Touche, you know? They're so fucking funny, kids, man. They're so funny. And maybe it's because, like, they're just small and adorable, you know? Maybe that's, if a grown-up said that to you, it wouldn't be as funny. Just a little kid just completely serious saying that to you is a lot better. 2 tequila shots later, I'm back. I never get credit for my politeness. It's tough to be polite. We need that on a shirt, dude. It's such a good line. Polite is not my favorite. That's a banger right there. Like, she just drops a banger. Who the hell likes to be polite? No one wants to be polite. We just know, okay, well, that's how we're supposed to be. We got to be polite. But does anyone want to be polite? No. That's just the purest of pure. A kid's like, it's just not my favorite thing to do. Being polite is not my favorite. There's ice cream, like certain flavors. I don't like that ice cream. I don't like that topping on that sandwich. I don't like to be polite. You know, it's not my favorite. It's so funny, man. It's such a great line. Could you believe it? Like, that little kid came out with that genius. It's just not my favorite thing to do. When you look at Logan, do you get Antichrist? Yeah, if you watched the stream yesterday with Jesse. Yeah, it's a very Aussie thing to say, right? If you watch the stream with yesterday, I am fucking shot. Jesse yesterday. Yeah, Logan was on there, and I saw Antichrist the whole way. He even drank paint. Non-toxic paint. So his mouth was all blue, so definitely saw Antichrist. Yeah, it was good getting Jess back into the mix. Like, she's been like MIA for a minute, and she came up with the idea. Now, granted, she may or may not had a couple of drinks and said, oh, this is a good idea. I was like, wow, all right. I'm like, anytime she says she wants to go on, I'm like, go ahead, go for it. You know, big part of the channel. But yeah, that was good. And I like the fact, like, we kind of just said, fuck it, the kids, like, had this like rule where we're like, we're not gonna have the kids on. I'm like, the kids love it, man. They like having fun. Ellie was looking up at the TV because I had the stream on in the background, and Ellie was looking up at the TV, and then she was looking at mom, and then she's looking at the TV, and she does the same with me too. Like, if I'm doing a fight reaction, she'll be downstairs, maybe Jess has it on the phone or the computer or something just in the background. And Ellie just like looks at it. And it's so funny seeing a kid trying to figure out, wait, mom and dad, what are they doing? Who are they talking to? Like, who are these people? What the hell's going on here? And then they realize, wow, that's a bunch of people that see them. And then, so when you see Ellie's face coming onto the screen yesterday, she's like, this is so cool. Like, all these people. I don't know. It's like such a cute thing to watch. I can see Yuri stalking her in the glass perfect. Oh, you talking about me lurking in the background? I was pretty high there. I was pretty fucked up. Yeah, I was messed up in that video. Do you think Lopez will beat Volkanovski? Yes. I'm picking the mullet. I do want to see the face off and everything like that, but I think the mullet's gonna get it done. I liked it when she was handing out knowledge via AI. Yeah, so that picture is like her LinkedIn picture, and we were dying laughing because that picture on that thumbnail, and then we used more AI to expand the picture and make it a thumbnail, but that's like her LinkedIn. Like, she's like, I need a professional LinkedIn photo. So she did some AI shit, and it was so fucking funny because that's so not Jessie in that picture. She's like, and with the outfit on. So then she said it'd be funny to do an advice stream with that as the thumbnail. Do you think Lopez can finish Volk? Yes. In fact, I think I am going to pick finish. Volk was unfinishable, but now he's been cracked, and I think he's a little chinny. And Lopez got got the goods, man. Can we see what brand of edibles you take, or does YouTube not allow it? So right now I take CBDX. That was and our code still works, but they're not our sponsor anymore. Tomorrow I have a call with another that I'm very excited about. I really hope. God, I want to stick the landing. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know. I'm on so many of these fucking calls, and like, it's just so annoying. But anyway, CBDX is the company I like. As soon as they got the Delta 9, like, I like the Delta 9 stuff. It's like weed, but like the Delta 8 stuff is a little weird. I wasn't a big fan of the Delta 8. Yeah, CBDX is great. The reason why we're not with them is the owner sold the company and wanted to go after other things. He was a little flaky, really nice guy, but he was just like hard to get a hold of. And the relationship fizzled, unfortunately. But we're going elsewhere. We're taking our talents elsewhere. Volk got more expense or experience, and he's quick to evade. He is. I still find him chinny, and I got to be honest, he fought like really weird against Taporia. That was a strange one. I don't know, man. I don't feel Volk. Who did we have on? We had someone on that used to train with Lopez back in the day, and he was having trouble getting into the UFC. And this UFC fighter, it was either Yanez or I think it was Adrian, to be honest. I think it was him. Was saying this guy was like a phenom, or it might have been Sadiq. I don't remember. But was talking about Lopez and saying that he was a phenom. It's a crime that he never got into the UFC. Like, he kept on getting pushed aside. And then he finally got his opportunity. He seized the moment. He looks great. If he would have gotten even earlier, but these fighters say he's legit. Like, he's like the real deal. Took me a while to warm up to him, but I kind of believe in him. Timeless? No, Timeless is they just did CBD. I don't know if they moved to THC. We had a weird breakup. Timeless was a weird breakup. No ill will, but weird breakup. That was a weird one. We've had a lot of sponsors, like that's how it works. Like with YouTube channels, if you notice, a lot of your favorite, like look at Colby Covington. He's not with MyBookie anymore. Like, it's just like you go through your contracts, some are longer than others, and then you move on. You know, it's a constant thing. I would like to get a long-term THC sponsor, though, as long as possible, because I'm a fan. Hard to succeed against Taporia with those laser strikes. Yeah. Although, think about it. I mean, Lopez lost to Mavzar on short notice. Rematch might be different. Lopez he's better than I thought. The bidet sponsor, yeah, we broke up with them, unfortunately. Unfortunately, but I still blasted in my ass. Try Lucky Elk. They have fire edibles. And you know what? Send me if you could send me a DM. It's all about getting the right contact. I noticed it a lot. Actually, the company I have a call with tomorrow. There's another company that we were very close to signing with. We were this close, but something went wrong. I don't know what the hell went wrong, and we've parted ways. But the trickiest part with the THC companies is like you got to find one that's like legit, and then when you find one that's legit, you got to have the right people to talk to. If you don't have the right people to talk to, it's just a flaky mess. A lot of the THC companies are run very strange. W, we only had an affiliate. It wasn't like a true sponsorship with W. So we have like a lifetime like discount thing, and it's like, I don't know. It wasn't very profitable for us. So that's why I bailed. But we're kind of cleaning the slate, and then the website we're looking to really pump with companies on the website, so we don't have to rely on donations. It's annoying. Lucky Elk and Cali Blaze are the only two I mess with. Oh, send me a DM. I'll definitely reach out, because if tomorrow falls apart, I will hit them up for sure. Yeah, there's so many companies out there. I got to do a little research, make sure they're legit. You know, that's the trickiest part. You just don't fucking know. But I do need a company that's not just flower. Like, I need a company that has a variation. I can push that better. If I use the product, so it's got to have edibles. If I use the product, I can sell it. If it's not a product that I use, it's tougher for me to sell, you know. I have a supplement company that we are about to set up a call with, like a protein powder. They have everything, really. The problem with the supplement companies is, man, a lot of these companies are sketch. Like, a lot of that shit that gets into GNC is not good for you. It has nasty side effects, nasty problems, a lot of nasty shit. So with supplement companies, I don't want to fucking get in bed and with them and then all of a sudden find out that I'm literally killing my fucking fans. You're like, that's crazy. You know, some people just sell out for the cash. I can't do that. I think Lopez gets humbled. Good betting match. Yeah, what's the odds on that? I think Lopez is now the favorite, right? So if you get Volk as a dog, I get it. But I think Volk is done. I do. A mattress sponsor? Always do your research. Yeah, especially with sponsors, man. There's a lot of responsibility with this, doing a stupid YouTube channel. Like, it's ridiculous. Especially when you're getting other players involved. It's fucked. Now, if I didn't have kids, there would be no MMA-HOLES website. You know, there might be an MMA-HOLES website. I'd probably still chase that, but at least it would be a lot easier to flip the bill for. When you have kids and shit like that, and then you got to try to have your business pay the bills, that's where it gets like, oh, fuck. We got to get these sponsors too, man. All right, let's see. Volkanovsky. Let's see. What's this 50-50? You know what I was thinking about doing on here? I don't know if I'll get in trouble. I don't use condoms, so I can't really sell it. You know what? I got to be able to use it. I was gonna do some of the MyBookie gambling on here, but I think I get in trouble for that. I was gonna go to a casino and say let's take a swing. Let's have a little fun. But then I think YouTube doesn't like that, so I got to be careful. Where is? Give me a second. I'm looking for the odds. Oh, I could do it right here on our own website. Silly me. Go. 105, 125 Volk. Okay, let's see. Events. There's a delay in our update. Hopefully by the end of this week, I'll have the update on this site. I can't wait for that. By the way, that actually loaded up pretty quick. Let me see something. Go like this. MMA-HOLES.tv. Get your picks in for 314, baby. Nah, it's still not updated. Okay. I can see why you are careful. Imagine if you get the new THC sponsorship. Omar goes to order off their website and he gets a bad batch with fentanyl. I mean, that would be fucking terrible. Yeah. Yes, that wouldn't be good, man. That's not good at all. You know? Can't be doing that. Yeah, it's a little, a lot of people just go for it. Yeah, we gotta, it sucks. You get the hook in the mouth, you're like, oh, this is great. And then you find out like there's something wrong with it and you're like, oh shit, abort. Omar with a bad batch would be terrible. Volk is not going to put his chin out there after this loss. I wanted the embedded. Oh, I watched the embedded training. Volk is ready. Okay. I don't know about that. Remember, embedded is very crafty. It makes you see things that you think are one way. And, I mean, it's not impossible for Volk to win. But don't. Oh, Diego's he's the under. I'll definitely be betting on that one. Damn, Diego's the under. You know what's crazy? Diego is 26-6-0. Volk is 26-4-0. So Diego actually has the same amount of wins as Volk. Now, not all in the UFC, but he's actually got 2 more fights overall. It's the age. But he's 6 years younger than Volk. Makes you think. So just like with alcohol and booze, alcohol and weed, like with brain development, what about fighters when they're fucking young, before 25, getting their ass the head pounded in, and their ass, if they like that, but their head pounded in, and their brain's still developing. That's crazy, man, to think about. He's cooked. Volk doesn't look ready. 5'6" versus 5'11". Only Volk's usually got it's crazy. Even though he's short, he still has a decent sized reach. Usually he's got the long reach. He's got a longer reach than Holloway, but not Lopez. Lopez got 72.5 over 71.5. Both orthodox. Volk's gonna get slept. I think Volk's going to get slept, man. Damn, Diego Lopez by knockout. It's kind of interesting to me. The Lopez haircut pisses me off. Yeah, it does. It does. And is he Mexican or Brazilian? Like, what's going on? I know, yeah, Brazil, but you're Mexican, right? Like, what are you? That's right, Sean. You got MMA-HOLES in the crowd. After talking, I don't know if it was Adrian or Sadiq. I don't know which fighter it was, but the way they were confidently talking about Lopez, saying, "Listen, man, this guy is the real deal. I got to ride with, especially with plus money." Wow, the community's going 67% Lopez. This is a good card, man. This card's so good. 314 is gonna be fire. I like some of his pluses here. Dominic Rey is getting the plus money. He's looked a lot better. Patricio Pitbull plus money. Come on. I'm not going to ride Chandler. Lopez plus money. Some people might be jumping on the Bryce chain with the big plus 230. What's the experience on that? 25-0. Oh, no, excuse me. Wrong one. I was going to say 17-3-0, 15-2-0. It's another situation. Gene Silva, not that many less fights. Damn, this card is so fucking good. 5'7", 5'10". So Bryce got that size. Inch extra reach. Silva's only 2 years younger. Bryce is like in his prime if you really think about it. Gene Silva, 86% picking. Wow. All that knockout there. Look at that shit. That's wild, man. Woodson getting a big fight. Chase Hooper. Old man. Jandiroba John is interesting. Arosa Elkins. Come on, man. This is a fucking banger. Trayshawn. Let's go, Trayshawn Gore. Good stuff. Good card, right? This could be a great card, man. It should be a good night. I think we're gonna have a big night. You know? Because I do think a lot of people are gonna be like, I'm not gonna buy this, but it's a banger. Anyone gonna buy it, use our ESPN link, please. If you're gonna buy it. But if not, there's a way. There's many ways. I'm picking Volk. To me, it's a lock. All right, Johnny? All right. How is he going to win? How do you see him winning? By decision, finish? Volk used to be him. Not anymore. I don't think he's him anymore. But who knows, man? Volk is one of the best featherweights of all time. Yeah, the card's great. How many people are buying it? I mean, I used to buy all these fucking cards. I used to buy them all. Ilya Taporia and Islam. That's it. You know, even though he's got those 2 losses, you can kind of make excuses. Taporia looks like the real deal. So to say that Lopez is going to run him over is still a dangerous thing to say, right? This will show exactly where Volk belongs. Yeah. Yeah, this could be the fight where you're like, okay, yeah, maybe we should start thinking about hanging it up. Because he didn't say he was going to go much longer. 36 years of age. He got knocked out in his last 3 fights. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Knocked out in his last 2 fights. Yeah, because he knocked out. What the fuck? That was a jump scare. Thank you.
Moss, is Paddy the closest thing we got to Conor?
No. Roofy is. Mauricio Roofy is the closest thing we got to Conor. Like, that shit's crazy. Or maybe you're talking about on the mic. But even on the mic, Paddy is not Conor. Not even close. But that Roofy kid, that guy, dude, is almost like a clone. Thank you, Freeze. Shout out can we get some GGs for Freeze? Fucking too high for that shit, man. I said it's his last run, so this should be it. I mean, if he gets smoked, yeah, that'd be 3 in a row. What he said. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. I mean, this guy's probably rich, right? He don't need to do anything else. What do you have to prove? Man, I'll give him a credit, though. He took a swing, and he took it twice. You know? I got to give him a lot of props for that. I've been hard on Volk before, but I got to give props for that. He took a swing. A lot of guys are terrified to take that swing. And Ilya is about to take that swing, too. I think that's why he's kind of grown on me a little bit. So, you know, I respect that. Like, I wish Khabib took the swing. I like that Islam's going to take the swing. You know, go for it. Go up, see what happens. He said it's his last attempt. Okay. Yeah, because you lose this one. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good for Volk. But what does he have to prove? He's done so much. It was a time when he was unbeatable. Diego Lopez. I'm so fucking high. He beat Brian Ortega. Decision. Dan Ige. Decision. Last knockout was Sadiq when he ran him over in the first round. Pat Sabatini. I tell you what, you saw how Pat Sabatini looked yesterday or 2 days ago? That dude can grapple. Sabatini got knocked out in the first. Gavin Tucker submitted in the first. It's crazy, man. Last loss was to Mavzar. He came in short notice on that fight and lost the decision. Mavzar's a beast. He knocked out Angel Rodriguez, but that's in Lux. Hold on. The Contender Series. How funny is this? Brito Joe Anderson Brito. This fucking clown he lost to. Oh my God. This fucking guy with the lowest IQ we've ever seen on Saturday night. Hold up. Pump the brakes. Hold up. Did he just have an off night or that? Like, that's the smoking gun right now. Holy shit. I forgot that's the dude he lost to. That guy, he hits hard. But, shit. You saw his fight IQ on Saturday. He lost to that dude in his contender series. Wow. Then lost the following fight. Nate Richardson in Fury Fighting. Bounced back with a knockout win. Actually, 2 fight knockout wins. Another shot in the UFC short notice on Mavzar. Loses his debut and then goes on a run. Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights in a row. Dan Ige was short notice, right? Well, Ige took him on short notice. Day of. It's a weird run for the dude. Volk will retire and stick to cooking steaks for his YouTube. Cooking with Volk. I don't find Volk very amusing, although the old guy thing was really funny. But then the ending, how it ended was not very funny. Yeah, I was never a big, I don't know. I think he seems like a really cool dude, but I don't quite get Volk. Always wound up rooting against him except for that one fight. The Ilya fight. And he betrayed me. Matt Marshall, I hope you're right. I'd rather see Volk win than Lopez. I don't think it helps if Volk wins, because then what do we do? Like, you got Max Holloway still there, unless he goes up. He kind of beat everyone already until Ilya took over. So at least Diego Lopez kind of gives you another fresh face, you know? Yeah, that skit did backfire. It's a shame, man. Because if he would have stuck the landing on that, that would have been so badass. Like, he totally didn't give a fuck. Trolled Ilya, and then, shit, man. That sucks that he got knocked out. Nah, bro. I'm not even going near that fucking guy, Omar. Come on, stop it. I have zero respect for him. He is the lowest common denominator of MMA content creators. I have him blocked. Like, I don't have anyone blocked. I don't even want to fucking deal with that clown. He's just a piece of shit. He's a waste of flesh. Volk has strength advantage. He's low center of gravity and more experience. His embedded video showed a lot more training work than Lopez. Dude, don't trust embedded on that. How many times have we seen an embedded where people just look lights out? Like, they're like, oh, he's having the camp of his life. Hey, Tony, how you doing, bud? Let's go, baby. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, man. I stumbled on, I got recommended a video of that fucking guy, Sammy the Bull. Like, we're like neighbors. And he popped up. I guess he's doing great on his channel. He's got like 600,000 subscribers. I was like, holy shit. And I popped in his chat. I was like, this fucking guy. And I just left. It's crazy. I don't understand. How's this guy? He was talking about how Sammy the Bull was talking about how he can't go to certain countries. He can't go to certain states. He's not allowed in New York. I can't go to this place. I can't go to that place. Why? Because you're a piece of shit. Of course you can't go to these places. What are you acting surprised? Dude, it's crazy. But he's killing it. This dude has murdered people. I don't understand. Like, YouTube's a crazy place. YouTube's a nutty place. Anyone could fucking go to YouTube and make money. Sammy the Bull is like almost approaching 1 million subscribers on his channel. This dude is a fucking killer. Like a literal killer. Like, dude, YouTube, how is this even happening? YouTube is a place where dreams come true, no matter how much of a piece of shit you are. So start making content, peeps. And I'm watching this shit. Recommended to me. They recommended me a Sammy the Bull Gravano video. I was like, what? And he's just killing it. He's on lifetime paper. He's a piece of shit. I'm a Gotti supporter. The real, yeah, man. Come on, right? How? And Angel was in our 100K video. Shout out to Angel. She's phenomenal. Angel's the best. But any Gotti I've met, super cool. Super cool. I don't know. It's just madness to me that this guy's fucking murdered people, and he's got his channel's just thriving. Like the YouTube's like, yeah, it's making us money. Let's throw it in the algorithm. Gone biased on certain fighters. No, Embedded. So Embedded's job is to tell a story to sell pay-per-views. The whole purpose of Embedded is to get your juices flowing. So you're like, oh, I want to drop the $85, $90. Let's call it a spade a spade. That is what the UFC is doing. Any sort of promotion piece that the UFC puts out, it's not giving you accurate information. It's giving you some cool shit to make you want to buy their product. It's just to sell you their product. That's all it is. I stopped watching Embedded. I actually stopped. And I like Embedded. Like if it's on a card that I'm into, like this week, I probably wouldn't watch this week, but I stopped watching like months ago Embedded because I felt like it just swayed me. Like my picks were worse when I watched Embedded. Let me put it to you that way. Like it does nothing for me. So I got to stop watching it. Any UFC content, no matter who's putting it out, I got to stop fucking watching it because it screws me up. If you're just a fan, you just want to watch it, then fair. But I can't do it, man. I don't watch the countdown shows. I don't watch anything. Anything UFC I don't watch because I'm terrified that it's going to fuck up my judgment and I won't give you like an accurate like opinion. So like the fan in me kind of got, I kind of taken that away from myself, unfortunately. But doing this show or the MMA-HOLES, I can't watch it. Messes me up. The Rats have millions of subs. It's disgusting. Angel Gotti is my friend, and I'm proud of it. Yeah, she's awesome. She really is super cool. She's just such a nice person. Lee pulled up on Sammy Gravano. Yeah, I remember that and got attacked. Yeah. Yeah, Lee Cole's nuts, man. He just fucking shows up. He rolls up on him. Hey, Sammy. Sammy and his son just start snuffing him in the car. That video's hilarious, man. I love it, man. I fucking love it. Lee's a lunatic. He just fucking shows up. Hey, Sammy, how you doing? And then Sammy just starts slapping. You guys ever see that video? It's the funniest shit. Hold on. I bet our community has no idea what the fuck that is. Dude, it's so funny. Yeah, Lee just rolls up like Lee just rolled up to get slapped. Like he fully was aware. He's just like, he's gonna slap me. Watch this video. This is great, man. Oh, what is it on? Lee Cole. What the fuck's the channel called? Oh, what? Damn, man. Is it Lee Cole or he gave the channel up, right? Let's see. Sammy Gravano. Look at this. Lee Cole, Sammy Gravano. Oh, here it is. Yeah, check this out, man. This is the funniest shit.
My fucking balls and came to try to fuck.
Hold on a second. Yeah, so it's got like 292,000 views. So look at this.
Hey, Sammy, how you doing?
Hey, Sammy, how you doing? He just fucking rolls up. He rolls up on Sammy Gravano. He's like this is a great idea.
Hey, Sammy, how you doing?
Oh yeah. Am I gonna get nailed for? I guess this is not copyright music, right? Who cares?
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. This dude's like, look at this piece of shit. Meanwhile, Sammy Gravano's walking out like Oscar the Grouch. It looks like he just crawled out of a garbage can. Look what he does here. Like Sammy does the little arm thing, you know, that little shake. That's like a paisan thing, right? That's like a paisan thing. Like I know my cousins do that and shit. Sometimes I catch myself doing that shit. It's like it's like a twitch. Like I'm gonna kill you, Twitch. Look at this. Oh, hold on. You see that little shake that he did? He's like, he's getting trigger finger. It's like, what did this guy say? Watch this again. Hold on.
Sammy, how you doing? It's good to see you.
A little shake. Yeah. Here he comes. Yeah. You want to talk? fuck's the video? Oh, God damn it. Was that the trailer? I don't watch 46 minutes. Where's the short of the whole fucking video? Is this it?
Yeah, I am Lee. Yeah, Lee Cole. I got family here. I just wanted to say hi to you. I wanted to ask you about Alan Kaiser. How come you never talk about Alan Kaiser? Well, I think that it'd be better if you did talk about Alan Kaiser, Sammy.
So, Alan Kaiser. I don't actually know who that is, but is that someone he killed? If anyone knows who Alan Kaiser is, I don't quite. I'm not like I'm not infused in the in all that mob stuff. Like I don't actually know the lore, even though I probably should, considering I lived in Howard Beach. Girth is Alan Kaiser in the chat. Oh, so what's the deal, Girth? What happened? Alan Kaiser. I think that's the guy he killed, right? It's funny that Sammy knows who Lee is. Alan Kaiser is the 16-year-old boy Sammy Gravano killed. Okay. Fucking hell, dude. He killed a 16-year-old boy. I'm sure he had no regrets, right? This guy is a lunatic. I heard him on an interview once talking about his first kill and that he had the best night's sleep and shower. Like he got in the shower, he thought he was going to think these horrible things, but he had the best night's sleep after he fucking murdered someone. That's crazy, man. What the fuck?
Family apologize for what happened. What said about me didn't happen. Why you because I can? Yes, I can record. Thank you.
Look, they're going after him. Lee must have been shitting his pants, for real though. You know, like he had to have been shitting his pants. So they knocked his phone out of his hand, fell in the car. These guys are trying to rough him up, grab his cell phone. Luckily, Lee still had the cell phone. They couldn't get it, so I could put this shit up. But yeah, check it out. His channel is Wrestling with the Devil. That's Lee's channel, and the other one, I don't know what the other one. James Proctor, right? James Proctor took over his mob-related channel. You guys ever see that, though? He's got a whole story on this. Sammy the Bull. You made me go and cook ham and cheese, toasted sandwiches. Watch your bastard. Wake and baked as well. All right. Very nice. Oh, it's something so delicious. You know, you have your weed and you enjoy some good food. Mob Stories with James Proctor. There we go. By the way, you know what's funny? When I was going through all the clips of our milestones, I saw James Proctor was in our chat. Like he was watching our show. I had no idea. I had no clue who James Proctor was until the whole Lee Cole thing popped up. Yeah, he's been in the community for years. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's that James Proctor guy. He's a very nice guy. I can't believe how someone could have such disregard for a human being. Some gross people out there. Yeah, bro. Could you imagine you murder someone and then you just you hop in the shower, clean yourself up, go to bed, and sleep? Like I would be like, holy shit! I just took someone's life. Like if I kill a bug, I feel bad. So man, that bug had a family. I'm so crazy. I think that way. That bug had a family. I had to kill a scorpion the other day. Poor scorpion had a family. I mean, it wasn't on this earth very long, and I took his life. I grew up with a dude called James Proctor. Oh, get out of here. So don't be fooled. Imagine it's the same guy. This guy, I don't know. This guy, he's not an Aussie. Imagine snitching on all your mates. Dude, it's crazy, right? That's wild. Like, what would you do? There's a lot of rats out there, right? Like Tony said in the chat. If you go into the mob genre, they all have channels. They all have a bunch of YouTube channels, telling stories of how they ratted out their buds, right? I don't know, it's crazy, the people they worked for. But let me ask you a question. if you were in some sort of bad situation and you got caught and you were either going to do like life in prison or a bunch of some hard time, or you get out and snitch on your friends. You know, like some people be like, oh, well, I wasn't that close to them. It's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy to think about. Thank God I'll never be in that. You know, fun fact, I could have snitched out a lot of my friends when I got divorced. I could have snitched, but I didn't actually. So I guess I wouldn't. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, I just look like the bad guy. I went through the divorce. I look like the bad guy. But I could have took all my mates down. I didn't. I didn't do it. So, yeah, maybe I wouldn't. But I try to think, like, what are they thinking? You know, what's going through their mind? Gravano was a jealous, scared piece of shit. He wanted to be John Gotti so bad, but no shot. So he snitched on him. That's crazy, man. See, that's crazy. That's fucked up. This guy just seems like a complete piece of shit. Man, could you imagine being like John Gotti's right-hand man and then taking him down? Like, wasn't he the guy? That's what a fucking shithead. Yeah, then didn't he come out of prison and then start like getting involved in drugs and shit? Like, how is he walking? Like, how is he not in jail? How is he out in fucking public, like having a great success with his YouTube channel and shit? Like, how does that even, like, I don't get it. Did they try to recruit me back in the Brooklyn day? I wasn't in Brooklyn, but I was close. I was in Howard Beach, Queens. Oh, sorry, Jess. Sorry, we're getting too fired up here. Sorry, am I getting loud? I might be. You know, I'm having too much fun. My phone is off. It's reset. Should watch the first 3 seasons of Aussie series Underbelly. So smoky. I tried watching Mobland by the Venom guy. What's that guy's name? Tom Hardy. And I like Tom Hardy, although the Venom movies are trash. And I can't get into it. Like, I think I'm at the stage of my life that I can't do any more shows. I think I'm done. I think I'm checked out. Like, I'll try to watch House of the Dragon again, but I just feel like there's so many better things to do. There's so much more, like I could accomplish a lot more if I didn't watch all these TV shows. Even though I like watching Temptation Island, but I'm not stuck in it. Like, I could just leave. You know? I could just bounce. But these other shows, we got to invest, like, especially if you're a couple of seasons behind, and you got to invest who's got the time to do that? Yeah, right. That all the Venom movies, they got progressively worse. It's nuts. Underbelly is very different, I promise. It's like old metal music, old enough to be awesome, and the best for oh, okay. Yeah, I probably never watch it, to be honest. Like, the only thing I'm watching right now is that stupid Temptation Island, and it's just, that's me bonding with Jess, you know? Or I watch a lot of sports. Maybe that's why. Because any free time I get, I'm watching, like, the Rangers, the Mets, you know, any of my teams. I've been checking out the Pistons a little bit. The Giants are going to have my Sundays until GFL kicks off, then maybe GFL. And then the UFC, of course. Underbelly has good music. Oh, okay. So you guys like Underbelly. Let's see, Underbelly. I can't play a trailer because I always get nailed. Let's see what that is. Underbelly. Do they have an IMDb? Underbelly. IMDb. I always like to go to IMDb and see how they rate it to get an idea. 8 out of 10 is phenomenal. Wait, hold on. Is this what you're talking about? Yeah, Australian, yeah. Yeah, 8 out of 10 is phenomenal. That's a great rating. That's probably a pretty good, damn good show. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it probably is good. Where can you, actually, I could probably catch it on my movie app. But I just don't have the fucking time, man. Like, I wish I did. You'd think I would. Let's see, Smokey. Yeah, Smokey did some time, man. He did some time when he was young. Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yeah, he had a Smokey when he came on that one time. He was telling those stories. He had a crazy life. Like started super young, but he's still a young man, right? What is he? 30s, 40, somewhere around there. He's still got plenty of life left. I started the MMA-HOLES at 39. It's crazy. Got to hear behind your by your Xbox. Out in space, how you doing, buddy? Thank you guys for stopping by the Gummy Gang. Take a seat, relax. We'll be here for a couple more minutes. 10 years is crazy, man. That is. You're only 40. Dude, you know what? When we were kids, 40 seemed like ancient. They had over the hill, 40, this and that. Now it's like, man, it's still relatively young. It's crazy. You're a young man. Yeah, Smokey. Yeah, Smokey did some crazy shit. He was like, weren't you like hijacking cars and shit and holding people up? Like Smokey was in the life. He was doing some crazy shit. It's kind of badass though. Like he did all that shit. He's still a young man. He's still 40. He could still have a whole new life and have the coolest stories to tell. Like that's kind of cool. Like yeah, you might have wasted some of your prime. Who cares? At least you got some cool stories that came out of it. Don't be like me, kids. You know, like say shit like that. And now look at me. I got out of all of it. I only had to do 4 days in jail once, and it was enough to make me never, ever go back. I bet, man. It sounds horrible. I feel bad for Charles Bennett, man. That dude, like you can tell, like he's done his time before, and you can tell he does not. That's a man. That's a fighter. He does not want to go back. There are reasons why you do not want to go back to fucking jail. Like it's not the place you want to be. Yeah. My brother got locked up once, but he was the wrong place, wrong time. That's right. That's right, Tony. It's true. Some people got to do time, right? Some people got to get it. They got to do their time. Some people, and then there's some people that are doing it for the wrong reasons. It's fucking crazy. The only way to look at it is there's got to be some sort of like higher power. I mean, there's got to be there's got to be a reason, you know, that some people do time. It's got to be some sort of learning experience, I guess. I don't know what it is. Can you say how long felony is there? He's supposed to, so he thinks he's going to be there for 2 months and then get 6 years of probation. I spoke to his lawyer. He said, no, he should be out in 2 weeks. Hopefully, if everything goes good, he should be out in 2 weeks. But still, even 2 weeks, man, you don't want to, you don't know, anything can happen, right? Never done time in jail now. No. I never did anything bad. I did some stupid shit, but not enough to go to jail, Like a lot of stupid fights and shit like that. And may have broken 1 or 2 laws here and there, but it's not like, I don't know. I have a question. Do men lose their virginity in prison? There's a lot of shit. I don't know, Smokey, was it like that over there? Were like people trying to fucking get in that butt? Because it seems like even Felony's story. Felony has a story that he had a good bud in prison. They used to play basketball together, this and that. And then there's a part of the story that Felony tells, and he's like, then all of a sudden I find out that guy's part of the alphabet community, he says, right? And like when he tells that part of the story, like he kind of like goes to a weird place. So I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck happened, dude? Like what happened when you found, like how did you find out, He must have found out in a very strange way. So, yeah, there's probably a lot of that shit that goes on. Isn't like when your pants are sagging, like that's a sign that you're ready to receive? I think that's a sign, right? After the first few months, it's normal for the guy doing time. The family has it harder. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I guess if you're there, you start finding your clique and knowing how far you can go. You start figuring. You survive, right? That's what we're here. We're here to just survive. So I guess it's just instinct kicks in. That makes sense. There was more non-rape sex than rape in jail. Oh, okay. Oh, so it was consensual. You know, that's good. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm not going to jail, man. There's no way. There's nothing's going to get me in jail, man. That's a place I do not want to go, especially over here in Arizona. Shit, man. I can only imagine what goes on here. But anyway, yeah, that's not a place for me. It was easier for me not having to miss and kids and stuff stuck in jail. Sure. Seen over 20 boys neck up because of it, so I was thankful I had no one really besides my family. Wow. What do you mean by, is that dead? Is that what you're saying? Neck up? I'm assuming that means they were offed? That's fucking crazy if that's the case. Jew jail? Jew jail? Find out who's in the zoo. That's the word I was looking for. What do you think of this Bryce versus Gene fight this week? And I spoke about it. I spoke about it before. I think it's awesome. I think I'm still picking Gene, but I could see why people are going with Bryce with that under. He's bigger. He gets a hold of him. Maybe he could just hold him down. It's a good fight. You look like a diddler. How would you know what a diddler looks like? I couldn't tell you what a diddler looks like. Mike, how do you know? Oh, my God. How does Mike know what a diddler... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me open the phone lines back up. Let's get this guy on the horn. No kids, no wife, no experience. What the fuck's... Wait, hold on a second, bro. Hold on, call in. Who's he talking to? Mike Benedetto. Hold on, come here. Mike Benedetto. Okay, hold on. Call in. Here we go. I want to hear how stupid we are. All right. Call me. Call me. I love it, man. I don't know. I got this is stupid, man. I love this shit way too much. I have a serious fucking problem. Okay, you can call up and tell me. Tell me how dumb my stream is. Because I actually kind of do agree. It is pretty dumb. That's what we're here. That's why it's Gummy Gang. Straight out, someone's malfunctioning straight out of left field, yeah. 74 and clear on the beach in Florida, and later today we're hitting 90. Wow, let's go, Tony. I'm telling you. Tony, did you live in New York before, or did you always live in Florida? Where were you? Man, the best move I made was leaving New York and going to Arizona. It was the greatest thing. It was life-changing. Even today, I was looking at Ellie, and I'm saying to her, like, she's only 3. She's not going to understand this, but I'm like, you have to understand, you live in a beautiful place. Like, I lived in a shithole. I loved living in the shithole, but and I love my sporting teams and my family and my friends and all that stuff. But God damn it, man, it's miserable. Are you from Queens? My dad passed away. I moved to Florida. Okay. Damn, you were in Queens? What part of Queens? You don't have to say it. Oh, your son passed away. I was like, Don. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I think I remember you saying that now. Kevin, I didn't ask you to call in, bro. I asked for this fucking dumb bastard that was in the stream, but he's gone. He just left. I mean, not done. Very nice guy. Mike Benedetto. Mike, call, bro. I don't want Kevin. We had Kevin already. Oh, Corona. Oh, shit. Lemon Ice King. My dad was he grew up in Corona. Shit. You mind saying your age? Just out of curiosity. I'm curious if I don't think you're as old as my pop. But yeah, my dad grew up. His father straight off the boat from Italy. Raised my dad. My grandmother passed away, so it was just him. You're 55? Oh, okay, yeah, you're not close to my pop. But yeah, fucking Corona. I used to deliver in Corona when I was a truck driver. I used to deliver in Corona at Jackson Heights. I used to deliver over there. It was wild, man. Because I would hear the stories from my dad, and then I would go to Corona when I was a delivery guy. I was like, well, this is not the stories my dad told me. Although you still had the Lemon Ice King. What else did I have? It was Spaghetti Park. Right? Is Spaghetti Park over there? Yeah, Corona was I used to, when I first got my license, all my buddies, like, we would do our laps. We would go to Franny Lou, try to pick up girls, and we would just like drive around. And then we would want a little sweet treat, so we would go to the Lemon Ice King in Corona, Queens. We would drive over there. It's part of the route. I opened the phone lines, Kevin, to get Mike, but Mike left. He left. He just like a fart in the wind. Gone. Gone. You smell him and he's gone. I lived in Jackson Heights for years. Oh, wow. A time in Howard Beach, Ozone Park. I hit Spaghetti Park every day. Wow, dude, that's crazy. It changed a lot, though, right? Spaghetti Park. Yeah, everything changed in Corona. What was that hero place? Ah, shit. There was a place over there. Was it Ivarone's, or what was that place called? We used to drive to Corona. Even when I moved to like Middle Village and Howard Beach, we'd still go to this hero place in Corona. Oh, man. That's kind of cool, man. You're from Queens. Queens changed a lot, man. Queens is crazy. Jackson Heights is nuts. 74th Street off of Roosevelt. That place is like India. Like, it's madness, but you get some good food there. Like, really good. If you want some genuine Indian food, you go over there. You get that shit. I had a guy, an Indian driver that I was with, that brought me over there. I was like, holy shit, man. This shit's crazy. But you feel like you're in another country. And off of Roosevelt Avenue, a lot of these homes, man, like, they were apartment buildings, walk-ups, and there were just like 50 people per floor. And they all like shared a bathroom. Like, they had a bunch of different rooms, a room that was an apartment. Like, just a room. They would rent out a room. That's it. And everyone would share the bathroom and shit. Like, Corona was nuts, man. You had a club over there? 75th. Oh, my God. I used to deliver over there. 75th and 37th Road. Holy shit. That's crazy. I had a route. Like, I literally had a route over there. I was delivering packages. Dude, that's nuts, man. Thoughts on Manhattan? I used to like going out and partying in Manhattan when I was running around chasing the clam. It was great, man. Manhattan was just like, it never stopped. You can just fucking party all night. A block off of Roosevelt. Wow. It's changed though, right? Tony, it's got to be nuts. So you grew up there as a kid? You were raised there? That's awesome. That's cool, man. Yeah, my dad still tells me stories about Corona, Queens, but it was way different than when I was delivering there. When I was delivering there, though, let me just say this. You can get ass easy in Corona. Like, if you're just a white guy with a good job and you show up on Roosevelt Avenue, you're like a delivery guy in a middle class and up neighborhood, you're just the asshole. You're just the fucking rat that just delivers the packages. You're just a piece of shit. But if you go to Corona, Queens, and you're wearing the outfit, you got the short shorts on, and you got a hand truck, they look at you as a guy with a job, and they'll just throw themselves at you. In Corona, it was nuts. I used to deliver on this fucking block. It was just a row of stores. It was like a mix of like heavy Spanish, Mexican, and like a lot of Latina girls were there. And you had a little bit of Indian, but that was more Jackson Heights. Dude, you were like you were a dick god delivering over there. It was crazy, man. And gorgeous girls, man. But they're all looking for like a sugar daddy, you know? That's all they're looking for. Corona was nuts. I remember they had this one Irish bar in. Oh no, actually, I wasn't Corona. No. Now I'm getting my Queen stories mixed. But yeah, Corona's crazy. It was a great place. To get laid. My ex-wife was Latina, but she wasn't like a sassy. She looked very white. But she was Spanish, Puerto Rican and Cuban. Puerto Rican and Cuban in Howard Beach, Queens. So she's not, hog meat. Oh my God, Donovan's Pub, a phenomenal hamburger. Donovan's Pub. Oh my God, holy shit. You know what's funny? What do you say out in space? Repeat it, please. Me and Tony are having a conversation. Excuse me. We're reminiscing. Donovan's Pub. Holy crap, man. I remember we used to do karaoke. They used to have karaoke nights there, but we would go because we would get drunk and they would have great hamburgers. Donovan's Pub. Shepherd's Pie. And then I told Jess, I'm like, I need a good Irish pub in Arizona. Good luck finding that. We found one. And that's the place it reminded me of. Pizza Boy on 74th and 37th. Oh, fucking hell. I'm telling you, I remember pizza places there, but I can't remember that exact place. I'm sure I went to lunch there. If it's still around. Pizza Boy. I did do a lot of pizza places in Corona. But I don't remember the names. I just looked up Donovan's Pub in the food. Dude, this place is phenomenal. It's so good. It's just an Irish pub. Right? The best cheeseburger in I'm telling you, man. You would go to Donovan's Pub. You would get this giant hamburger, and it would taste so fucking good. But let me say this. I found a place called Connolly's here in Arizona. And this place, it's a kind of like a biker bar, but it's like an Irish pub / biker bar. It's phenomenal. The food is so good. It's so fucking good, man. And on Wednesdays, the kids eat free if you get an adult meal. It's a great place, man. I was like, holy shit, I had a burger there. I was like, it brought me back to Donovan's. Isn't it crazy that P. Diddy's been locked up for almost a year? Now, a.k.a. the Diddler. Laugh my fucking ass. Is he, yeah, what's going on with, is he in jail? I hope he is, right? I don't even know. He's been in jail for a year? That guy, never throw away the key. That piece of shit. When are we going to get the list? What am I babbling about? Like, what the fuck? Why did that guy jump in the chat? He didn't call up. All right, I'll let Kevin in. I'm so fucking high, man. Hi, Kevin. How you doing?
Hey, bro. How you doing?
Good. Long time no speak.
Yeah, I got a couple questions for you in the chat. Do you take any supplements, vitamins?
You know, I take a little bit magnesium. I do take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on the vitamin kick trying to figure out what I should take. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what I should take. Right now, I got lutein.
Okay.
So I guess it's for your eyes. Vitamin A and B12.
Yeah, those are good.
I mean, that's it. That's all I know. I don't know how they mix, what they do, but
you say glutamine? Is that what you said?
Lutein. Lutein.
What's lutein?
Supposedly it's good for your eyes.
Huh. What about magnesium? You're not on the magnesium train?
I got magnesium, but it's like a horse pill. Okay. Fuck, man.
It's big, yeah, too big.
It's tough taking those down. It's tough taking down those fucking horse pills.
What about a horse cock? Can you take that down?
Hell no.
Okay.
That's you, Bill.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, but maybe the chat will know. What's some good ones? Okay. Probably some fish oils, omega-3s. That's what I heard.
I had a doctor tell me to stop taking omega-3s. I think when you get to a certain age, you can start taking them, but a lot of us are taking it like too young, and it actually does more damage than good. That's what this doctor told me. Yeah, and then you get to a certain age, and it comes beneficial. But yeah, when I was younger, the doctor said, "Don't get off it," and they were right. I felt no difference, on and off the damn thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, okay. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on this health kick. It's I had that little health scare. so I'm trying to eat better. I
You
got
lifting weights?
the raw kefir, not the raw. It's actually just regular kefir.
You hit
whatever it
the
is.
gym? You hit you pump iron? What's going on?
No, that's where I gotta start. I gotta hit the gym.
Yeah, fucking.
That's key.
What's going on? So you gotta have zero definition if you don't do the gym at all. Do you do push-ups or something? What do you do?
Yeah, I do shit like that. Push-ups, sit-ups.
So you wake up in the morning and you do push-ups, or you do them at night?
Push-ups. I'll do some squats. Okay. I got weights at the house. That's it.
Okay. You just start belting them out. So
I feel like,
what do you eat? What do you eat? Like when you wake up, what do you eat?
Eggs.
Okay.
Hash browns. Okay. Toast. That's it.
Every day.
Usually that, or I have like a smoothie. I'll have what are these called? The little French muffins? No, English muffins.
Oh yeah.
English muffins.
Okay.
Put a little butter on it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big breakfast, but I've been trying to eat more protein, steak, chicken, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lay off the like a pasta and a bunch of shit like that. I used to just eat a bunch of pasta or not enough protein, more fatty shit.
Yeah, the carbs, bad. Yeah, heavy fatty stuff sucks unless it's a good fat. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think if you lower the carbs are the killer, you know, and sugar. Though that's rough, man. The good stuff. But if you could lower that, or at least earlier in the day, like I try not to have any carbs unless it's like within fruit or something like that. But if you can avoid any bread or anything like that early, I think you're gonna notice a difference if you're feeling like shit, you know.
That's the key. It's real food, not the fucking vitamins.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, your proteins, you eat your veggies, you know. You gotta, you know, clean, you know, it's as clean as possible. You can't be perfect, you know.
No. You gotta splurge every once in a while. Yeah. Especially at night. I like to snack. No sugar, but I eat a bunch of shit at night. That's the problem. I think everybody does.
Oh,
seems to be a key.
Dude, it's nuts. And that's why weed's terrible too, man. At night, it's just like, I want to just fucking just rip the closets off the wall and just dump it in my mouth. It's bad. I don't know.
Oh, man.
When I was a kid, I used to fucking, like, every night have a giant bowl of ice cream and watch a movie, right? When I was a kid. Like, every night. I would look forward to that bowl of ice cream. And then I look back, I'm like, why did I do that? Why was that okay? You know, like, I would just pound a bunch of ice cream. And it, like,
you didn't gain nothing. It didn't affect you at all. Metabolism.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I use that. That's the worst, right? You're better off being a fat guy because then you look in the mirror and you're disgusted. You know, like I looked in the mirror, I was like, I'm fine. I just could keep doing this. I'm killing myself. You know, fat people think they got it bad. They don't. It's literally their body saying, I'm going to do you a favor. You look like shit, so do something. But skinny people, we're just killing ourselves. Are you fat or skinny?
That's true. That's true. Because I'm not overweight.
Yeah.
I'm actually probably slightly underweight, but go to the doctor, say, oh, you got a little bit of high blood pressure, shit like that. You would never think it if you look at me, but
yeah,
you got to eat right, got to exercise, all that shit. So we're all getting older now, you know what I mean?
That's right.
It's time to start taking care of ourselves.
What you put in your body and stress, those are the two fucking killers. Like, we're literally killing ourselves every day with a lot of shit that we put in our body. But then you top it with stress, which is inevitable. Everyone's got it. You know? That's you got to find a way to lower both.
Anxiety, man. I got a tough one, anxiety. It's tough when you're like dealing with the social anxiety, the stress around people, they're judging you and shit like that. That's where it gets tricky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you deal with that?
By the way, someone that Tony is talking about this bull of a bull building. I used to deliver to that. Yes, I remember that. Holy fuck, dude! He's
me too, Bob. I was just there.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Kevin was there too. He's freaking me out because I'm getting like references to things that I remember when I was a younger, more strapping man. Anyway, back to you, Kevin. Go ahead.
You know, it's crazy. There's more Chicago people than New York. I feel like in the chat.
Oh, in our chat, yeah. I don't think we have many from New York, to be honest. Or maybe former New Yorkers. We got a bunch of former New Yorkers, but a lot of people fled.
I know JJ, he's up north. He's not far from me. He's probably like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Some other people.
Yeah, I don't think we have many people in New York, to be honest. I don't know. I got to look at I'll look at the demographic right now. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
Take care of yourself, man.
You too. Behave. Oh, Kevin. He seems like a nice guy. He says some funny shit, man. Probably the best phone caller of all time when it comes to like when we start talking about the heavy topics on UFC and shit. It's tough. It's tough to be as good as Kevin. He can ruffle feathers. He could make some good points. Let's see. How many New Yorkers do we have here? I don't know how to check for that. Right? Kevin's a funny dude, man. He's good. He's a professional. He's a professional phone caller. Like, he knows he gets it. That's why he calls in all the shows like a madman. All right, analytics. Let's see. Audience? Yes. Audience? Let's see. Give me a second. I don't want to show something I'm not supposed to show, so it's like, it's crazy. Still not subscribed. Watch time from subscribers, only 46%. So there's 53.9% of our community that's not subscribed to the channel. Our male, wait, hold on. Yeah, our male demographic. So every, oh, I could show this, right? Every, oh, here we go. Like every 28 months, it kind of, so now it's 14.8% female. So like as we keep going, I feel like there's more females that are getting, they're not as, it's not like you're going to go in the chat and feel completely violated and have to call the police. But look at this. This is a stat I'm very proud of. 13 to 17, 1.6. So that is good. If that's fucking high, I'm in trouble. I can't be doing this shit. Everything 18 to 24. Our highest demographic is 25 to 34, which is perfect. That's absolutely perfect right there. That's what I want. The second highest, though, 35 to 44. Third is 18 to 24. And you got the old heads, and I feel like I'm reading a Trump chart. I should be like, the 200 plus demographic, 0.63. Could you believe it? Okay, last 28 days. Well, Thailand's going to be huge because I had a 800K freaking, wow. So it was a lot of people from Thailand. That 800K viewed video is nuts. That was crazy. Let's see more of this. Okay, I think I can kind of, let's go like lifetime. Okay. Let's see. I want to see where everyone's from. That's right, Kevin. You know it. Matt, you're 48? Let's go. Let's go, baby. La da 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 da. Mostly United States. Okay, let's see. Views overall. Let's see. Yeah, we're heavy United States for sure, which is good. Because if I'm trying to fucking sell sponsorships, if I'm international, it's cool. It's cool for me. Like, it's phenomenal that we're international. I fucking love it. But if I'm trying to get a sponsor or something like that, a lot of these sponsors don't ship outside of the country, unfortunately. Why were we jammed up here? What's going on? Why are we jammed up? Maybe close some shit. There we go. Let's see. Let's look at some, yeah, tariffs and shit, you know? So number 2 is Russia. Wow. Number 3, United Kingdom. Brazil at number 4. 5, Canada. Indonesia. Australia. The Philippines. India, Thailand, Uzbekistan. Mexico, Kyrgyzstan, Germany, Malaysia. Man, there's some places over here I didn't even know they have I didn't even know they had TVs or phones. France, Korea, South Africa, New Zealand. Now we're getting a little low here. By the way, Australia, what was it? I'm actually curious. Oh, it's pretty high. But still, 2.7%. Like our big percent's 40% is the U.S. But we're not even 50% U.S. That's kind of crazy, actually, to think about. Like, it's majority U.S., but we're not even 50% U.S. That's how massive, like, spread out the community is. That's kind of crazy. That's actually wild to think about. I thought it would be at least be 50%. Even though the majority is U.S., we're quite the melting pot. Yeah, the Russians love us. Well, you know what's funny? It makes sense. Some of the most passionate MMA fans out there are Russian. So whether they love us or hate us, they're still plugged into the sport. They love that shit. So it kind of makes sense. They're a very passionate fan base. Huh. Cities. That's kind of cool though, right? I just canceled doing Eubanks Jr. versus Ben on 4/26/25. Let's do it on your channel. 85K tickets sold. Their dad's fought 30 years ago. Gonna be fire. When is that? When is that again? 4/26? Huh. Let's see. What's going on that day? 4/26. That's a Saturday. But let's see. 4/26. Actually, if there's no UFC that night, we might be on to something here. What time is it on? 4/26. Let's see. Your hair looks tremendous. Stealing another show. Thank you. Thank you, 2 Trains. Machado Gary versus Prates. Now, if I was looking to get some extra views, Eubanks versus Ben probably would get bigger numbers than Machado versus Prates. Although, I got to be honest here, I am. Actually, it might be after this, right? Hold on. This is at 3 p.m. I wish it was a little earlier. I might be able to do both. What time is the walkout for the main event in that card? I might be able to like do this card and then run over. Do both. You clickbait with those big boxing events. Man, this main event is so good, man. Prates versus Gary is great. It's like a fight. It's like, is it too early to put these two together? Nope. We're gonna see it. Oh, you do it with me? Well, we'll see. If this thing is over, I mean, I got to be honest with you, though. I hate doing, in the beginning, we used to do fight reactions with people via, like, a video call, and it's never synced up. It's always, like, off. And then it ruins the whole fucking experience. So I stopped doing it years ago. And then I watch other people do it, and I'm like, this is stupid. Like, because it's just like, oh, what happened? Oh, hold on, you'll see. Or the chat will say something and one guy knows and then the other host doesn't know, and it's just like a clusterfuck. So it's like, that's why I don't really let. I used to have UFC fighters come on too, like when the fights were on, and it'd just be off. You know, it's a big event, huh? I don't know if I'm into it enough. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know who Ben is. I know who the other guy is. Who Eubank Jr. I know him. I don't know who Ben is. No clue. Cue the sound effects.
Casual.
Complete casual there. Complete casual. This card, the main event. Let's see. It starts at 3, so it's gonna end a little late. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My time. 8, 9, 10. So fucked up. It might actually, though. This event might end before the walkout. So it's probably not a bad idea for me to clickbait that. I'll think about it. I don't know. We'll see. Have you ever heard of Perry Caravallo? Yeah, it's fucking 2 Joints' boy, right? Big fan. Big fan of his work. I never miss a stream. Darren Till gonna eventually fight Mike Perry. You know, it seems like it's never gonna happen. I kind of hope it never happens. Like there was a time where I really wanted to see it, and it makes all the sense to happen now. But let me turn this off here. Hold on. Now we're at the point where it's like, nah, I'm okay. I mean, I'd watch it, but I don't need it. I kind of feel bad for Darren Till now too. Like, I don't know. He's kind of sad now. At least Mike Perry, I don't know. It feels like things kind of went up for him. Like it reversed. Even though Perry lost to Jake Paul, it doesn't matter. Perry's he's gone up since the UFC, and Darren Till has like really lowered his value. Yeah, BKFC would be nuts. Darren would never sign up for that though. Do you think Mike Perry's ever going back to BKFC? He's got his own promotion now. I saw Conor begging him. I remember Darren Till coming into the UFC, and I thought he was going to be a double champ, big star. I'm telling you, man, I was the only one not on that train. It seemed like everyone was. I was getting messages. Jesse was on that train. I remember I was getting messages from people, bro, you're so fucking hard on this guy. He's going to be so good. And then when he ran over Cowboy, everyone was like, yeah, this guy's the best. And I got really pissed off at Darren because the one time I fell into it was when I picked him over Masvidal. And I always hate myself for making that pick. I did not pick him against Woodley. I knew for a fact Woodley was going to fuck him up. But I dropped the ball on the Masvidal pick. I thought for sure Till was going to knock Masvidal's head off. Wasn't it in London, that fight? Like, what the fuck? Was it? It was in the UK. And then fucking Masvidal knocks him out in his backyard. I'm like, are you kidding me? What? Like, that shit was crazy. That to me was crazier than the Ben Askren one, man. Like, in hindsight, thinking about it, like, that's crazy, right? He was in London. Man, oh man. Boxing gloves, yeah. I could see that happening. They get a big bag of money and just go into the boxing ring. I could see that. Because then Till, Till isn't. I think the bare knuckle thing, I don't know, man. I don't know if Till's ready for that shit. Till's home city, right? Yeah, it was. I remember they built that fight was supposed to be to completely take Till to the next level. And the fucking guy gets knocked out. I was like, what? Hold on a second. I kind of want to see that reaction. Does anyone know? Actually, I'm getting all sidetracked. I want to go to our fight reaction to that. Talk about a throwback. What event was that? Can anyone get me like the actual, who was the main event on that card? Can anyone drop that in the chat? I want to find a reaction. We should do more of that. Go back to our reaction to the fights and cringe. Okay, so the top city lifetime for the MMA holes. You ready for this? Uzbekistan. Come on. What? Look at this shit. Top cities. City. We're just going by cities now. Uzbekistan, Thailand, which makes sense because of the 800K video. Is nuts. That was bonkers. We've done other events. Russia, then Los Angeles, New York, London, Sydney, Australia. The next time we go back to the States, dude, that's crazy, is Chicago. And then that goes to the point of, well, there we go. Someone says they feel like there's more Chicago, or Kevin said more Illinois people. No, New York is, Chicago, I should say, is more than, New York is more than Chicago. New York. Georgia. Another part of Australia. Melbourne. So Sydney, then Melbourne. Houston, Texas. Dude, that's crazy. Now, let me go recent. Let's go, like, the last 90 days. Now, this could be Thailand, of course, because of that crazy stream. The next one is Burma. What the fuck? Uzbekistan, Tashkent. We're big in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. They love us. That's got to be from one. One FC's got to give us that shit. That's crazy, man. Australia, Sydney. Look at this. Good views from Sydney. This is the last 90 days. New York's still up there. New York doing it. So, okay, so New York is our biggest state. Look at that. New York, New York. In the U.S. Holy crap. Look at all this foreign. That's crazy, man. Chicago's up there. Wow. Here's Phoenix. So we got some Phoenix, Arizona here. This is only the last 90 days. It's interesting. Very interesting. Damn, the Outer Links shit is crazy, man, to look at. Yeah, Sydney, man. You guys are showing up. I'm telling you, Australia's like, there's some MMA holes in the crowd over there, man. That's why we got to go to Australia at some point. Melbourne's, that's where Ed Boy's from. Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. That's like when that guy came in from New Zealand, it was like so out of left field. I was like, what the fuck? But then again, that's not quite Australia, right? That's not Australia. That's not Australia. You don't take part with those guys, right? Even though we got cool people from New Zealand too. I don't know what the fuck that guy came from. I'm in Perth, so we won't come close to Ed Boy's numbers. Oh, you're from Sydney? He's being a cunt? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even fucking know what I'm reading anymore. Almost 2 p.m. This Rusty guy been going off on more than once. Not trolling. I mean, horrible, threatening shit. The guy is nuts. He was in a group I belonged to for years. I guess he's obsessed with me. What? Rusty, he sent me an alert, not like a message. I think I know who you're talking about. Is it Rusty Earn something? He's always been very nice. He put a message today, actually, saying we're kicking ass. Is that the guy? What's going on, Ann? Tell me your problems before I get out of here. Tell me your problems. I want to know what you're thinking. He scared you? That's him, huh? Wow, he's always been very nice to us. And does have amazing cans. That is true. Maybe it's your cans. Maybe he's just into that. He's into the knitter cans, you know? That could be it. He could be like, loudy, 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 loudy. Let me love on those. Let me hug on those love jugs. Maybe that's what he's thinking, you know? You're scared? You blocked? Oh, my God. You blocked him on everything. He's never been... I don't remember that guy ever being mean. He's probably like this. He's probably thinking this, you know? Let me squeeze them. You got to admit, the lyrics to that song are phenomenal. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I wrote that. That wasn't written stoned. I don't think it. Maybe it was. It could have been. Great lyrics. That's what Rusty's thinking. Or he could be thinking this. He could be thinking this instead. Hold on.
Highness King. Little King. Loudy, 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 loudy. Little King. Let me hug on them love chuck. Let me hug on them love chuck. Let me squeeze them. Let me tease. Let me tease.
hard cut makes the song even better. That's what Rusty's thinking, man. Don't be worried. He's mesmerized. Anytime you think someone's a creep, nope, they're just mesmerized. Let me love on the hug jugs. All right, Tony, man, have a good night. Yeah, it was good memories there. Imagine you got to leave with those songs in your head. Oh, my God. Like, that's the last thing as you sign off. Those crazy-ass stupid songs. Oh, my God. It's crazy. We got to stop doing drugs here. Well, let me give a big thank you to Tropical Tom for the $100 donation. Whatever the hell else came in the super chats, thank you so much. It's always appreciated. But I should get going because I do have very important things to do tomorrow. Let's lock up these sponsors and let's get you the stuff that you guys deserve the discount on. You deserve the fucking discount, and I'm going to deliver it to you. So when I get on these calls, I'm going to think about that. I'm going to be like, this is for the community and for my family to eat. So let's let this happen here. Let's go. All right, thank you guys. Zane is a cuck. Oh shit. I never found the song. How many of you guys, should we raid one quick time before we go? What do you guys think? Should we hop into chat? Let me love jugs. What should we do? Probably not. Probably should go to bed. Should we raid one quickie? But yeah, how many of you guys were in the chat when Zane? That was nuts, man. I was actually going to DM him and be like, bro, what the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck? I could probably redirect to Smokey when we're done. I mean, it's not going to be much. I don't know what the fuck we're going to redirect, but we got 30 people in here. If you want them. If you want those stragglers. But yeah, Zane Simon, man, he got really weird when we raided him. We was nothing but nice. Like, we were nothing but nice to that fucking dude. It's crazy. I mean, I was kind of a dick to him, but he was a dick to me. Like, we had a fucking beef. Let me see if I can find it. I wonder if I can Google that. Zane Simon. We had a beef. And it wasn't my fault. He was just a dick to me. And I just, you know how I am. If someone's a dick to me, I'm going to be even worse back. I mean, it's probably not going to pop up, but Zane Simon, MMA-HOLES. Zane Simon, 242. Bam, bam, dun, dun, dun. I don't think there's anything out. I mean, if I go in my archive, I could find something on my shit. MMA-HOLES. We had a little beef. I want to find those DMs. Oh, you want to raid? I mean, how could you have a beef with this guy? He got fired by Bloody Elbow. So that's why when we went in the chat, we were nice. I didn't want to be a dick to the guy because he got fired by Bloody Elbow. You know? I didn't fire him. So I didn't want to, I kind of feel bad for the fucking dude. So I'm not going to be a dick. So we went in the chat. We were nice. We were cordial. And he just panicked. Started fucking deleting shit. Disgrazia. That is me, actually. It doesn't just look like me. It is me. I fooled you. I showed you a picture of my younger self in hopes that you would think it's Zane Simon. Oh, curse you, Omar. Who is fucking live? La da 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 da. Ooh, it's fucking live. Let's see. Oh, God, that guy's so fat. Oh, I gotta burn my eyeballs out. I can't look at that. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see. Oof. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to tell you what I just saw. I almost vomited. There's a lot of just things showing MMA stuff. That Knitter Cans song is great. I don't think anyone's live. I don't see anyone. Knitter Cans. Russia. All right, I can't find anyone. All right, I'll send people to the Smokes if he's live. Going over to Smokey. I'm out of here, baby. Was that the guy you rated and he didn't even acknowledge any of the chat? That was Zane, yeah. Yeah, he used to work for Bloody Elbow. Yeah, actually, Ann probably remembers Zane, right? That is true, you did. He was a big dick to you. That's for sure, I remember. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I wish I had the exchange. I'm sure if you dig far enough in my X, you'll find it. But we had like this, it was crazy, man. With Zane Simon, it was nuts. So he was the first person we had a beef with. In New York, we had a beef with everyone, like Ariel, Luke Thomas, and it was like legit, like bullshit. And if they didn't acknowledge it, I would just show up at their job with a fucking cell phone, or even when the cell phone wasn't on, I just show up, But Zane Simon was the first. And I remember Luke Thomas telling me, like, at one of his stupid he had these stupid get-togethers for Sirius XM, and I would always show up. And we would have a couple of drinks together, me and Luke. And I would say, he would be like, he told me, I was actually the one that told him to go on YouTube. Like, I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Just go on YouTube. I remember yelling that to him. But he said, he's like, who are you targeting? Like, how are you trying to break in? I was just trying to pop off on the YouTube channel. And I'm like, I don't know. Right now I'm going after you and Zane Simon, I told him. And he's like, Zane Simon? He goes, Luke goes, he's like, you got to do better than that. He goes, just roasted him. Like, basically, he's like, you got to go. Oh, I'm like, well, Ariel, too. I'm going after Ariel. He's like, okay. He's like, that makes sense. And then he goes, who do you think were the number one? Luke Thomas asked me, he goes, who do you think were is the number one journalist right now? And then I said, it's Ariel. I think Ariel's the guy. Ariel, and this was like years ago. I'm talking about like, this got to be 2017. Maybe late 2016. And at the time, to me, Ariel was the biggest guy. Like, he's the most known guy out there that's in journalism. So I said Ariel, and he got offended. This is when Luke was not friendly with Ariel. They had a beef. People probably don't remember that. Luke and Ariel actually had a legit beef. So I told Luke to his face that Ariel was the number one journalist. And he's like, you don't think Brett Okamoto? And I'm looking at him. I'm like, I don't even know who. At the time, I had no idea who the fuck Brett Okamoto was. I had no clue. Zero clue. And I looked at him. I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking about right now. And like he was trying to find one guy that was higher than Ariel Helwani. And I didn't even know who he was talking about. I was like, I don't know who Brett Okamoto is until like the whole ESPN deal and shit came out. I had no idea who he was. So Luke Thomas, when he despised Ariel Helwani, true fucking story, he said Brett Okamoto was a bigger journalist than him, than Ariel. Because he fucking hated Ariel. And then all of a sudden, him and Ariel just kissed and made up. They hated each other. It's a true story. Because they used to work together at Vox. And then they had the whole thing where Luke took Ariel's job. Like, Ariel left for bigger and better things. And then Luke rolled into Ariel's job. It was a whole fucking thing. Yeah, and I called him a hot dog lip. You can go check those videos out where I fucking trolled Luke Thomas. To his face. But yeah, Zane Simon, Luke said that was low-hanging fruit. So I kind of bailed from Zane Simon. He was part of the Vox thing. And he said, I'll never forget it. Like, I was in an X account. Meanwhile, I forget exactly what happened, but we were on Twitter, And I don't know, I responded to something, and he just started going off on me. And I'm like, who the fuck, like, who are you, Zane Simon from Bloody Elbow? Like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Like, what is this? So I went back and forth with him, and it got aggressive. And then Zane was like apparently beefing with another YouTuber or some shit like that I was friendly with, this guy Kobe. And I went down this fucking rabbit hole with this guy. Then I made the Zane Simon song, and now I lost it. I don't know where it is. This might be a pretty boring story to people that don't know who Zane Simon is, which is probably most of you. Yeah, Zane is the least. He is a jiu-jitsu guy. He is, but he does seem very unconfrontational, right? But he's just a dick. I'll never forget, though, when we made the King of the Cucks song and he heard it, and then he did a Bloody Elbow show, and the co-host brought it up about the King of the Cucks, him being the King of the Cucks. So my song was referenced on their Bloody Elbow show that no one watched, but still, it was referenced. My claim to fame. All right, what am I doing? I'm seeing if Smokey's live. Let's see. The King of the Cucks, Zane Simon, who ironically gets fired, or gets let go because Bloody Elbow exploded. It's a shame. Bloody Elbow, what a fucking place to get your information. That was a great place. Bloody Elbow was the fucking worst. I'm trying to get to Smokey. Cucks, King of the Cucks. Hot dog, yeah, he was what was it? Hamburger patty hair or some shit like that we called him. I don't remember. Okay. Let's edit this stream. It's taking me a while because my brain is not active. It's not running perfectly. All right, redirect. I'm like trying to redirect 20 people now. Like I'm wasting all this time redirecting. Shit, I don't have his channel. Can someone put his channel in the fucking chat? I got to subscribe to him on Gummy Gang. Does anyone have Smokey Feeble's channel? I don't fucking have it. On Gummy Gang. Let's see. If I type it in, it doesn't come up. Is he even live? I don't even know if he's live. Well, anyway, go to Smokey's channel. If anyone could drop it in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Or go in our Discord. He usually puts it up in the Discord. Go say hello to Smokey Feeble. I'm sure it's somewhere in the Discord. But have a great night, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by. It's always a pleasure gumming up with the friends, hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We're going to do some strategic streams. We're going to be popping up here and there. Probably be doing a Thursday night stream. Definitely Friday. It's Saturday, of course, for 3/14. So we're gonna end the week strong with Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But if we ever pop up randomly, it's Gummy Gang. And if I do some bonus streams here and there, it's probably gonna default into the members only on the main channel. So consider becoming a member on the main channel, or even become a member on Gummy Gang if you'd like. But thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay? We need a send off on Gummy Gang. What should it be? How about bye?
Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. COSTA guy. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang. Gummy gang, 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 gummy gang.
We MMA holes, community be so dope. We got the best watch-alongs, the internet say so. Who you gonna pick now, the over or the under? Chris will give his picks out, and I don't trust no other. Main card or the prelims, it don't really matter. UFC fight nights and pay-per-views on a platter. Toe holes and omoplatas, blood nose and split bananas, thug rolls and empanadas, big bowls of marijuana. Gummy gang, gummy gang, gummy gang. I need 2 joints to hang in the homie Craig gang. I'm grinning ear to ear, amped up, showing things. It's time to watch the fights, beast mode, watch 'em bang.